All right. We're live. There we go. I think we're live. Hopefully we're live. Looks like we're live. All right. Good times. Holy cow. There we go. We did it. Let's go. Right. Okay. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Glad you guys are here. Let's get rolling. Start tapping that screen and help out with the live goal. Boop the dang screen. Listen to Ari. Welcome in, guys. Welcome on in. Hey, guys. How's it going? Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. All right. Welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in. Glad you fine folks are here. No, we will be up on the backup for the next couple of days. Which is just fine. Just fine. Glad to be over here. All good. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, I want you to hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. No popcorn allowed. We permabanned Popcorn, Hoodlum, and Tyga last night. They are permanently banned. The shift in Tennessee is huge. Huge. I didn't think we were going to win. To be honest with you guys, it's really awesome. Ari says, be on this account for 12 days and 25 hours. I'll do my best. I don't know about all that much time, but I'll do my best. The shift is amazing. I didn't think we were going to win that election, guys. She didn't win. I didn't think we were going to win. But to go from plus 22 for Trump to where we ended up is insane. Insane. Absolutely wild. Also, apologies for being a few minutes late. Two things happened. Number one, I was on with our friend Eric Ashanti talking to some dipshit about inflation and small business loans. And then I was having some issues getting our YouTube stream up, but it is up. Also, if you're over on the tube and we had talked about modding, say hello to me over there. You know who you are. I know who you are. But make sure that you comment, and then I will. I know your usernames. So comment over on the tube. Hop on over there. By the way, guys, if you're not already subscribed over on the tube, go subscribe on the tube. It's Politics with Matt. We're on our journey to 1,000 subscribers over there, which can help us out in a number of different ways. So please go over there and do that. That'd be great. Thank you. It's awesome. Appreciate you guys. Once again, glad you guys are here. This is the backup account, so go ahead, drop a follow. If you want to get on the main account, you can just click through to on the bio. You'll see a link there. It's real simple. Also, if you guys want to offer your support, the best way you can do so is either via the gifts here on the talk or the links in the bio, where you can do the Cash App or the Venmo. Either way, the green or the blue, it's all there. So anyways, once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, I want you to hop in the box and let's have a conversation. That'd be great. So let's have a conversation. Let's see here. We got this. We got that. All right. And we are waiting to see if we've got some Trump supporters that want to have some conversations tonight as folks trickle in. So hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. Is Andrea? You're talking to Steve. I don't know who that is. Is that somebody? Who's Steve Taggart? I don't even know who that is. Should I know who that is? All right. Got you. I got your Rumble doll. There you go. Thank you for checking in. Kasha, I got you too. Thank you, friend. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Yeah, trustee. That's who that was. Oh, is that so? Steve Taggart. That's his name. Oh, okay, I didn't realize. Where have I been, Lynn? I was here last night. I mean, I took last Thursday and Friday off for Thanksgiving, but I mean, other than that, I mean, and Mischievous, I've got you as well. There you go. Now we've got a few more mods over on the tube side. Glad you guys are here. Hey, just so you guys know, our friend Nemo isn't going to be with us tonight. However, he will normally be with us, and you should go over and join up on his tube. Okay, you can find a link in the description. I've put it down there. Oh boy. Okay, this is a way to start, I guess. But okay, here we go. Hoo boy. I guess we can do this.
Hello?
Hello, Ricky. Remind us of your age and state.
I'm 22. I'm from Oregon State. I voted for Trump and I would do it over and over again and if I could.
Yeah, you did mention that before. So what you want to
I
talk
have
about?
notes.
Oh, okay.
You want me to read them to you on the best things that he's done so far? So I'll
Well,
explain it to you like a lower level.
why don't you just pick one thing that you want to talk about? How about that? Let's start there.
There's just so many good things I'm trying to read through.
Great. So pick one.
Fine, I'm just this. Okay. Um, Congress passed President Trump's historic recessions package, which will save taxpayers $9 billion in wasteful, political motivated funding for left-wing foreign aid scams and biased NPR and PBS.
What are you talking about?
This is straight from the White House. Also, what do you think about
Hold
the
on.
what do
Time
you
out.
think
Time
about
out.
the
Stop.
six
Stop.
billion?
Wait. Stop, dude. Stop.
Okay, go ahead and speak. You're allowed to.
Oh, thank you on my own live. How kind of you, Ricky. Anyways, you just read off some bullshit press release. I have no idea what it is
Not
that
a
you're
press release.
talking.
It's a fact.
Dude, you just read a press release, okay? Whether or not you think it's a fact doesn't really matter. I'm asking you, what is it that you're saying Donald Trump did?
Oh, well, what about the news that came out today with the $6 billion investment for children to start
Dude,
their own
why are you
bank
pivoting?
account?
Why can't you just answer the simple question I just asked you? I
Oh, yeah,
asked
well,
you,
he did that.
he did what?
He's saving taxpayers $9 billion in total
For what?
by cutting these dumb, stupid liberal programs like NPR and PBS. We don't need that
Dumb,
anymore.
stupid liberal programs like NPR and PBS.
Yeah.
Uh,
I remember watching PBS as a kid growing up, the PBS kids shows, and they were all woke as shit.
what? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Are you okay? By the way, do you know how much $9 billion is in the U.S.
No,
budget?
it's more than you can even
What's our
fathom.
U.S. budget? What's our budget every year?
A trillion something.
$7 trillion. $9 billion isn't shit. Saving $9 billion doesn't mean fucking dick. So,
Okay,
why don't
dude,
you
cool,
tell me
whatever.
something that he actually did? Because that doesn't mean anything. In fact, the
For the
only thing
person,
that does is it hurts people who rely on public television and public radio.
okay, cool,
Cool.
whatever.
So awesome. So
I'll
great. So
concede on that.
that's
I'll concede
shit.
on that point.
Good. Very
I'll
good.
concede on that one point.
Excellent. Because that's dumb.
That's going to be the only time I ever concede with you.
Oh, really? Because
So
you
I'm just
conceded a
letting you
whole
know.
fucking bunch the other night because everything you said was stupid as
What did
fuck.
I do? What did I say?
What else do you got, Ricky?
Yeah, it was that show for the person in the chat who said wild
If you're
crafts.
going to
Yeah,
talk
it
to the
was that
chat, I'm
show.
just going to drop you back down to the chat.
Okay,
Don't talk to
whatever,
the
dude.
chat.
Okay,
Anyways,
I'll
what
hide the
else do
screen.
you have?
What do you think about the $6 billion investment into child banking accounts done by Lowe's because Trump is telling them to do it, basically?
Number one, Trump didn't tell them to do anything. Number two, they're just saying that they're going to do it, and it doesn't mean shit. So I don't
You don't
believe
think
that
it's
they're.
going to happen?
Nope.
Okay, whatever. I mean, that's your opinion, dude.
Cool. When it happens, come back and brag about it. Until then, it doesn't mean shit. So
Okay,
you got
what
any?
about
Do
the
you have anything
$2,000?
real? Do you have anything
Yeah. What about
real?
the two
Do
thousand
you
dollar
have
tariff check that we're gonna
anything
get?
real? That's not going to happen. It's never going to happen.
Okay, dude. Whatever.
Hey, where are we going to get the $2,000 tariff check from? Whose money is that?
It's coming from the tariff money that we
Cool.
got because Trump made us trillion
Where does the tariff money come from?
from the other countries that owe us money
You
now,
fucking
idiot.
idiot. Who pays
Dude, you're the
tariffs?
idiot.
Okay, cool. Who pays the
The other
tariff?
countries. The tax on the country, dude. Oh my gosh. Do I have to explain this to you like you're a child?
Sure. Why don't you explain to all nearly 500 people in here who pays a
Okay,
tariff? Explain to everybody, please,
so
Ricky.
basically when you put a tariff on another country,
Mhm.
the other countries that have been scamming us for years and years and years,
Mhm.
not giving us the good enough prices,
Mhm.
we're saying, hey, you're going to give it to us for a better price now, or else we're going to tax you. So
Oh,
then we started, you going to let me speak?
we're waiting. Go. Talk.
So we tax the other countries for goods, and then they give us money for goods.
Oh, shit. I had no idea that's how it works. See,
Yeah. Well, most liberals think that.
I actually majored in business in college and I took economics classes. And it's so weird
Oh,
because
oh,
when I took economics classes, I learned that when you tariff somebody, the people who pay tariffs are the people who import the goods, which would mean that it's American companies who are paying, which means that when a tariff is paid, it's the importing company who pays it, and then the importing company always, or almost always, basically all the time, they pass on that cost to the people in the same country, which basically makes a tariff tax. No foreign country pays the tariff. We pay the tariff. So if any money has been brought in from a tariff, we've paid it. American businesses have paid it, and therefore we've paid it because the cost has been passed on to us, the consumer.
just a fucking asshole, dude. I don't even want to talk.
I
Fuck
know
you, dude. You're a dickhead.
it really. Oh, did you run away? He ran away. Okay, cool. Ricky ran away because he's not equipped for this conversation. Boy, that sucks. He was crying, I think. He was definitely crying. And yes, that is exactly why somebody said it in the chat. I was literally just about to pull up that Costco is suing Donald Trump to recoup the money that they've had to spend in tariffs. He was very upset. That was amazing. Bye, Ricky. Bye, Ricky. All right, once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. I hope we get somebody who's a little smarter than Ricky, okay? Series of symbols. Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah, you can call me Red. I did. I'm 27.
Okay, cool, Red. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
27. I voted in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Hey, real quick before we get started, Red, I just want to say, hey, thank you to Kevin. Kevin on the Blue app said, he said Ricky was on GT's Live last night and started crying like a tiny baby man after being proven wrong on how beef prices have skyrocketed under Trump. Well, I guess he's 2 for 2. Okay. Anyways, Red, do you want to discuss one of the subjects I have up above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
We can talk about something he's doing right now.
Cool. What would you like to talk about?
ICE.
Okay. What about him?
Yeah, do you think that these people deserve to be here?
Do I think these people deserve to be here? I thought you said you want to talk about ICE. Do you want to talk about ICE or do you want to talk about undocumented immigrants?
What ICE is doing is deporting illegal immigrants. So do you think that they have a right to be here?
Do I think that they have a right to be here?
Yeah, do you think that we should have them here?
Do I think that we should have them here? Yes, I do think we should have them here. Do I think that legally they have every single right to be here under our current laws? No, they don't. But that's a bit of a sticky subject. Do I think that they should be here? Yes, because our economy relies incredibly heavily on them, and we would be in serious, serious trouble if they weren't here. And also the fear mongering that goes on in terms of the amount of crime that they commit, or they like that they're bad people or something like that, is insane. It's ridiculous because the statistics that CBP, DHS, FBI, whoever you want to look at, they prove and they bear out that they don't commit crime at any higher rate. In fact, they commit crime at a much lower rate than anyone else in the United States.
So, how quick do you think that we should make the immigration process?
I mean, I don't know how quick we should make it, but again, I don't know why are we going down a hypothetical road about what I think that we should do with immigrants, or do you want to talk about what Donald Trump is doing right now?
Yeah, I mean, the reason why these people are undocumented is because of how long it takes to become citizen,
Mm-hmm.
how expensive it is, you know. So
Yeah.
like it all comes down to what the average person thinks and votes on
Yeah.
based on how quick we think that we should make this process. That's the reason why I'm asking.
Well,
So
I think we
just
could
to
start with
get an idea of where
abs-
you are before the conversation.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, if you want, I mean, I think that we could easily start with fixing the asylum process, right? That would be a great place to start. We could fix the asylum process because two things could happen. I think that people who are coming here to try and claim asylum that don't deserve asylum shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be allowed to stay in the United States if you don't deserve asylum. I think you should be sent back home if you don't deserve asylum. But why are these people here for longer than they should be? It's because we don't have the process in place. Like you were saying, we don't have the process in place. But what would have expedited the process incredibly would have been the Lankford bill, right? The Lankford bill would have added 1,500 new immigration judges that would have been able to help clear the backlog of asylum seekers. And I think that that would be a great thing because what we need to do is only like a little less than a third, give or take, of all asylum seekers that are coming to America get granted asylum. And so what we need to do is we need to shorten the period of time that asylum seekers are in America that shouldn't be here. Expedite the people that should be here and allow them to be here and give them asylum, and the people that shouldn't be here for asylum, send them back home. That would fix, I think, a lot of our issues in terms of that. And I don't understand. Well, I mean, I do understand why, but Donald Trump killing the Lankford bill when it had broad bipartisan support and was absolutely going to pass both the House and the Senate in its original form. I mean, that fucked us. I mean, that was literally the best immigration and border reform that we saw in 50 or 60 years. So, I mean, I would have been happy with that.
All right. Yeah, I don't think that it was. I mean, I think that like to get these judges taking care of the business and like getting down to the brass tacks of it, you know, I think that potentially is a good idea. But the problem is with the Biden administration, they would have let more in than Trump's. You know, like Trump is way stricter on who he thinks is. Hold on, I'm reading this comment. Okay, so I think that Trump is way stricter on who he thinks should be here than Biden was. You know, Kamala was actually tasked with immigration and border control under vice president, and she just completely fumbled the
Kamala
bag.
Harris was not tasked with border control. That's not true.
Okay, immigration.
She wasn't tasked with immigration either. Neither of those things
Nothing
are true.
to do with nothing to do with immigration.
No, that's not what I said. What she was tasked with was going to the triangle countries to try and figure out the root cause of why so many people were coming to America. And she did that. And not only did she do that, she actually secured funding from those countries to help secure our border more. In fact, she got more when Donald Trump, like a couple of months ago, was bragging about all the money that he got and the troops and different things that he got for the border. Kamala Harris got more money and more troops for our border in her time as vice president than Donald Trump has gotten as president. So, I mean, like, she did a much better job than Donald Trump has done, and Donald Trump was bragging about what he did. And I don't understand why you say that Joe Biden would have done anything differently. Our laws are still the same. No law has been changed. So what you're saying is just patently untrue, because Joe Biden didn't change any immigration law, and Donald Trump hasn't changed any immigration law. No one's changed any laws. There is no change about who can and can't be allowed into our country. You have to change laws to do that.
Right, and from what I understand, Trump is trying to change certain laws. He's talked about it. He's spoken about it. I don't know if there's
Sure,
anything in the
he
actual
has,
process
but he hasn't.
he's going on.
But he hasn't,
Yeah,
right? So, I mean, so the bottom line is, so the bottom line here, man, is that all I'm saying. Look, I'm with you. I want to see immigration reform. I do. I very much want to see immigration reform. This is not like people on the left and people on the right want there to be immigration reform, and they want there to be an advance in moving forward. And the bill that we had, the Lankford bill, James Lankford is the second most conservative member of the Senate by voting record. There were Democrats and a couple of like Bernie Sanders, independent, but they weren't. There was like 6 of them that weren't going to vote for the bill because it was too conservative. Like, to me, that seems like it's a good compromise and a good middle ground. Like, you have a couple of Democrats that weren't going to vote for the bill and a couple of Republicans that weren't going to vote for the bill. So that, to me, says, hey, we've got a good middle ground, right? Like, you've got some people on the far left that won't vote for it, some people on the far right that won't vote for it. That's a good middle ground bill. Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell, guys like that were going, this is a great bill. They're championing it. I could play you video clips of them saying, this is a great bill. We need to vote for this bill. But Donald Trump tanked it. So, like, if we really care about border security and we really care about fixing this problem, why is Donald Trump, why is he doing these things? You know, I don't understand.
Has he spoken publicly on why he refused the bill?
Oh, I mean, he said specifically, if the bill doesn't pass, blame me. He said those exact words. By the way, I'm not paraphrasing. He literally said those words. I can show you the quote where he said, if it doesn't pass, blame me. I want you to blame me. And the reason why he didn't want it to pass is because he played politics with it. He didn't want it to be a perceived win for Joe Biden. That's why.
Wow.
And I mean, I get it. We're all they're politicians and they want to play politics. But if you're going to run on the border and you're going to say that you care about making our border safer and you care about immigration, you care about doing all these things, dude, this bill had a trigger in it to quote unquote shut down the border, like to shut it down, right? It would have triggered the day that bill was signed. Like, that's what that bill would have done. And so, like, I still, like, Republicans talk about, like, we got to shut down the border. Let's shut down the border. All these different things. And, like, that's what that bill would have done it. Like, why didn't we pass that bill? You know? So it's very difficult to talk about these things because I agree with you. We should have comprehensive border reform. So why didn't we pass the best bill that we had, authored by a Republican, you know?
Yeah, I definitely think that I think everybody can agree for the majority that something needs to be done about border control, immigration. You know, do I agree with what he's doing with ICE? Not 100%, but something is being done. You know, I'm not sure exactly what was going on during the Biden administration, but at least we can see that things are happening right now, and somebody's focusing on it.
Hang on. Are Donald Trump's deportation numbers any higher than Joe Biden's deportation numbers?
As a whole, throughout both presidencies, I mean, we're only 10 months in.
No, even just now. Even just now, are they any higher on a monthly I mean, how much more money is Donald Trump now spending on ICE than Joe Biden was spending on ICE?
Well, ICE has just started doing what he tasked them to do.
No,
So
that's not true.
this would be something.
No, that's not
The way
true.
that they're approaching the situation.
Sorry, you
is-
just told a lie.
Okay, maybe I did. When did ICE start going into cities in the manner that they're doing right now?
Well, do you remember when they were in LA? People were on the streets of LA months and months and months ago.
It started
Do you
in
not
the
remember
spring.
that?
Yeah, it started in the spring.
Yeah. They started not long after he came into office,
Okay,
acting in the manner that they're acting in now.
Yeah, then I'm wrong. I apologize to the panel and to the people in the comments. But so I think that it's definitely gotten more aggressive as time has progressed. No,
And just remind me, who was it he promised he was going to deport?
who did he promise to deport? Are you talking about? I need to know a context. Is there a
When
specific
he was
person?
campaigning to be the president of the United States, who was it he was promising to deport?
Illegal citizens.
An illegal what's an illegal citizen?
Or not illegal citizens, illegal immigrants.
It's a specific group of illegal immigrants, if you remember.
A specific group.
I don't know why you keep repeating
Mexican?
what I'm saying like I'm
Spanish?
speaking Mandarin.
Like, because you asked me such a broad question. I can answer
I
It
think-
is a broad question.
I think he doesn't understand.
entire-
I think he genuinely doesn't understand, Erica. I think he's missing the point of the question. I think. He
Okay, everybody, in fact, I'm just going to prove to you that I'm not asking a broad question. If you're commenting in the comment section, which particular group was it that Donald Trump said that he was going to deport? Which particular section of the undocumented migrant community? Who was it? Comments.
Traffickers, criminals.
Criminals! Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. He didn't just say, I'm going to deport everybody. He said, I'm going to deport the criminals.
Right. Is a misdemeanor a criminal act?
What if he was talking about the people that commit? First of all, if you're crossing the border in order to gain asylum, no, that's literally the law of the United States. In fact, which law is it that governs asylum seeking in the US?
Which law governs asylum seeking?
This is a really annoying habit you have. Do you have this habit in real life?
No, so you tell me. Tell me.
It's US Code 81158.
Yeah, I genuinely didn't know. I was
And
asking
what
you
it
that.
says, okay, so this is called education. What
Thank
it says is in order to gain asylum, you have to be on US soil. And it says that you do not have to have crossed at a legal port of entry. You can have crossed anywhere, and you can have even been interdicted in US waters.
Right.
Sorry.
And you have to do it in the first year.
In a what?
And you have to do it in the first year.
Correct.
Mhm.
But he's turning up, just so you know. I watched, in fact, I don't know whether I forwarded you this video, Matt. He's turning up at court hearings where people are having their final hearing for their green card
Mhm.
and arresting them. I saw a video, and I think this is the one that I forwarded to Matt, of a British mother asking where her daughter was as her daughter went to her final green card appointment and was scooped up along with 41 other people. Just all of them
Mhm.
scooped up, arrested.
And do you think that that's ICE acting on its own, or do you think that Donald Trump specifically said, "Hey, I need you guys to go to the court hearings where these people are trying to gain citizenship, specifically their last one, and make sure that they don't get their green card"? Do you think Donald Trump made that?
Sorry, but why would you do that? Those people aren't criminals. The person from the UK, not who's at their final green card appointment, they didn't illegally cross the southern border of the United States. They came to the US legally to seek and were seeking a green card.
Right. What I'm saying is, do you think that Donald Trump specifically made that order to do that?
Have you heard Donald Trump saying at any point, "I think ICE are being a bit heavy-handed"?
Sorry, could you say that again?
Matt, do you think it's the pitch or the speed or the tone? What's going wrong here?
I don't know. So let me try it. Let me try it this way. Okay. So Red. So let me. So for example, here in Massachusetts this week, okay, this week there was a 19-year-old girl who attends Babson College. She's from Texas. She's going there to get her business degree. She's been in this country since she was 7 years old. Okay, 7 years old. She came with her parents. They're asylum seekers. She has attended every single hearing that she's ever had to attend. Okay? So she's attended all of her hearings. So that means that she's doing everything that she needs to do legally. Do you understand? Or we're on the same page, right?
Yes.
Great. She was flying home to surprise her family for Thanksgiving. So that means she was flying from Logan, here in Boston, back to Texas this past week to surprise her family for Thanksgiving. Do you know what happened to her? They arrested her and they deported her to Honduras. Now she's stuck in Honduras with her grandparents for no reason. Now, ICE hasn't been able to provide a deportation order for her. There's no justification for why she was deported. She's not a criminal. She has no criminal record. She's never done anything. She was brought here by her parents when she was 7 years old, and they claimed asylum. So, what did she do wrong that warranted her being deported to Honduras?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Obviously, I don't know everything about that situation. If everything that you said is true and she did nothing illegal, then yeah, that is wrong.
Exactly. But see, what Erica was saying, and what I am also pointing out to you with that case, is that this is happening all the time. In fact, there was recently a study done that 70% of the people that ICE is deporting are not criminals. So why are we deporting them?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. I couldn't tell you exactly what's going on. If what he's doing is illegal, deporting these people who haven't committed any illegal acts and aren't doing anything illegal at all, then obviously something needs to be done, and I'm sure that he'll see the repercussions of his actions when it comes to that.
Are you not going to vote for him? If it came to voting for him again and he'd done what he's done, would you vote for him again?
I guess in theory it could be potentially possible to vote for him for another election.
It's not within the bounds of the Constitution. But I'm asking theoretically,
right.
Would you vote for Donald Trump again?
It depends on who's running against.
No, then no, he's not going to see the consequences of his actions, because people like you who voted for him, you're not going to hold him accountable for what he's doing.
I think that's a pretty crazy question, because if he's running against somebody who just wants to destroy America, then yeah, obviously people are going to vote for him.
He's actively destroying the USA right this second, and you're saying that you would vote for him again.
Oh, I didn't say that I would just vote for him because he's him. I said it depends on a situation.
And
Like,
I
give
just
me a
told
person he'd
you
be
that
running
he's
against.
actively destroying the US right now.
If you say if it was him or Obama, I'd vote Obama.
What?
If you said him or Obama, I would vote Obama.
Why would you vote for Obama over Donald Trump? Give us the reason.
Yeah, I mean Obama really did a lot of great things. I agree with Obama when it comes to certain things over all
Which
the things that
things?
Donald Trump
Now
has.
you're
Hold on,
being vague.
I'll tell you. But Donald Trump, I disagree with the thousands of things that he has done.
No,
I
sorry,
vote
I
him.
asked you to specifically tell
I'm
us.
getting there.
You need to get there quicker. You're
Yeah,
waffling. You sound nervous. Get there quicker.
yeah, he tried to make some sort of medical care system that would change everything, and he did, and it worked for a time period. Obviously, there was things about it that were wrong, needed to be changed, but he tried. He tried to help the American people. That's one of them. You want me to keep going?
So you voted for the guy, just so you know.
I know.
You don't know what I'm going to say because I haven't finished my sentence.
Okay.
Matt, how old is this person?
27.
I'm embarrassed for you.
So yeah, I voted for the guy who took medical care, Medicaid. Obama.
That wasn't even what I was going to say. You voted for the guy who made it possible for medical debt to be held against you again as part of your credit score. That's what I was going to say, but being as you talked halfway through my sentence and presumed you knew what I was going to say. That just happened, by the way. Donald Trump just changed it so that medical debt is once again part of your credit score. That was taken away onto Joe Biden.
Is that a terrible thing? Should you be held accountable for your debt?
Should you, as an American, go bankrupt because you get sick and that's out of your control? If you get cancer and you can't afford to pay astronomical medical bills, should you be forced to go bankrupt and lose everything that you've worked for? Is it your fault that you get cancer? Or
no, it's not your fault that you get cancer, but it's
then
like
why should you? Then why should you be forced? Then why should you be forced to have the medical debt follow you around on your credit report? It doesn't mean that you don't owe the money. It just means that it can't hurt your credit score.
Matt, ask me how many people go bankrupt in the country I live in because of medical debt.
I hate when you do this, Erica.
This isn't me flexing.
This is making me mad.
This isn't me flexing, Matt.
It's incentive.
Matt,
it's
ask
incentive
me.
to pay.
Matt, ask me.
How many people, Erica?
0 people. Matt, ask me how many people go bankrupt in Australia because of medical
How many
debt.
people go bankrupt in Australia? Medical debt, Erica.
0 people. Ask me how many people go bankrupt in Sweden because of
You
medical
proved your
debt,
point.
Matt.
You proved your point. I know.
Proved
It
your point,
sucks.
Erica.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Erica proved her point because Red, not only do those people not go bankrupt, not only do their taxes pay for their entire medical system, but they have better standards of care across the board. We have the worst health outcomes of any developed nation in the world, and we pay the most for healthcare per person by $7,000 or $8,000 per individual.
You also live about 5 years less. Like nationally, you live less life than people in those other countries. Not only do you live less life, but you work more hours in your life. You don't get mandatory paid leave. You don't get mandatory paid maternity leave. You don't you're living 100 years ago in comparison to European countries?
Okay. So, yeah, we work more. We spend less time with our families before we die at a younger age. Correct.
We get less and worse medical care. Yeah,
No,
we have a lower quality of life than the rest of the world, than the rest of the developed nations in the world. Obviously, not the entire. I mean, obviously, but the developed nations. So everything that Erica said, not only is that's not opinion, that's like demonstrably true. There's multiple studies, statistics bear all of those things out. I can point to you multiple ones. By the way, real quick, as we continue, I do have to do just two quick shout-outs. Apologies. Josh, thank you, Josh, for the 10 on Venmo. He says, it staggers me that MAGA never looked up what border responsibilities were, referring to Kamala Harris. She was never even called the border czar by Biden. She was raising private funds to slow the rate of immigration away from those countries. Thank you, Josh. And Tammy on Venmo, thank you for the 20. Hi, Matt. I would almost argue that the Republicans don't want to find a solution to immigration because it's all they have to run on. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. We appreciate the support. If you guys want to offer support, links in bios. Links in bios. Thank you very much for that. So, I mean,
Matt, just quick. Apparently, I have a bit of an echo, so I'm going to drop down and come back.
Oh, I don't hear it.
I don't hear it either. But okay. By the way, guys, and also real quick, you guys are pinging me about certain issues, about my voice being chipmunky, and there are echo issues. There's things like with the gift goal and stuff. TikTok is being buggy. The best thing you can do is swipe out and swipe back in, because it's not happening for everybody. And if it's not happening for everybody, there was one thing that happened. Oh, Erica, re-request, because now you didn't get accepted. Because, for example, last night there was one thing that happened where I did have an echo, and that was an issue for me. But for the most part, all of this is TikTok buggy. So swipe out, swipe back in. That should help fix your issues. So, anyways, Red, listen, it just really comes down to like like you say, oh, it's an incentive to pay? Like why do we even need that? We don't need an incentive to pay. We shouldn't even be doing this whole system. We're just hurting people. Why do we need to hurt people?
Right. I'm sure that there was some reason on why he did it. Somebody brought something and put it on his desk and was like, hey, these hospitals are dealing with this absurd amount of money owed to them. And it's not helping the fact that they need new equipment. Some of these hospitals are old. They need new equipment.
That's not why. You know why it is? It's because the people that donated to his campaign make money off of going after these people. Credit collection agencies. They make money off of preying on people. Because you know what else Donald Trump has done? He disassembled the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Do you know the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is and what it did?
Yeah. Well, what did it do?
Well, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau was started by Elizabeth Warren, and it was designed to stop Americans from getting scammed by like bullshit fees on credit cards, or when banks would like charge you. Like, for example, have you ever, maybe you haven't, right? But a lot of people have. Like, have you ever had a check or something got deposited into your bank, but like something else was being withdrawn, and there was like a cross wire, and then like it happened like an hour or two later, something, and then you got hit with a fee? Did that ever happen to you? Like you got a bounce check fee or an insufficient funds fee? Did it ever happen to you?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the things that banks have been notorious to do is not just hitting you for the one fee, that even after the money overdraft fees. Thank you. Why can't my brain not working today? Even after the one thing got hit with the overdraft fee and the money is in your account, the money is there, the bank would then charge you an overdraft fee for every other item that posted on the same day, even though the money is there in your account. I mean, that's a scam. That's a scam. They're literally just trying to scam you out of as much money as possible. If you get hit with an overdraft fee for an item that you couldn't pay, that's fine. I understand that. No one's arguing that. But to do so for multiple items after the fact, when the money is in your account, that's a scam. And it's very difficult for people to fight that and to go up against the bank. And so the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, just as one example, that was a thing that they would help protect against, right? Donald Trump and Elon Musk, they've gutted the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They've neutered it. It no longer is going to be able to do it. And the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and in the 3 or 4 years that it was operating, saved the American consumer $19 billion in fees. Now, I know we say, oh, 19, like just in fees alone. And we're talking about small amounts of money. That's insane. And the other thing that they've done is the Trump administration has taken away the money that we were getting that was to stop airlines from fucking us over with travel. Like the amount of money, because they set up, the Biden administration set up a travel fund so that if airlines, not a travel fund, but they set up a travel set of guidelines so that if airlines had you on a delay for too long and it wasn't weather related, they were obligated to compensate you. Why did the Trump administration take that away? Why shouldn't they be forced to compensate us? If you're on a flight and you miss your flight and you're stuck somewhere in a city, or you miss something, you miss a meeting, you miss a family event, something like that, why shouldn't they be forced to compensate you if they fucked up and they did something wrong? Why isn't that a thing? They're literally scamming the American consumer because they care more about big business than they do about us. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, these are the types of things that he doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't give a fuck about me. I would say he doesn't give a fuck about Erica, but Erica's in fucking the UK and she likes to lure that over us, and so fuck her and her fucking universal health care, okay? No one asked you. No one asked you, Erica. But I'm saying
he cares.
He doesn't care about us.
He cares more about me because I have a king whose butt he kisses at every possible opportunity.
Well,
he arguably cares more about me.
Well, that and he had and the king's brother who he was BFFs with for quite some time, up until recently. But anyways, that's all.
I've seen some crazy things about the UK, but we're talking about America. But I would love for some answers on many things that go over in the UK.
Great, you've got an expert right here. Ask her.
Yeah, there's a man who was over here in the United States, took pictures of him firing pew-pews, posted them online after he got home, was arrested for it, and had to fight for it. I think it was like 13 weeks he fought in court because posted pictures.
What was the charge?
I could figure it out.
You could go look it up. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Cool.
From what I understand is he was arrested for violent acts of some sort. But he can't
be arrested for violent acts in another country, my love. Yeah. And by the way, I think there is still a bit of an echo, but there is nothing I can do about it. It's TikTok being shitty.
Yeah, it's TikTok. So. Erica, what the fuck? It's like 4:30 in the morning there.
Well, it's Dad's funeral tomorrow. I can't sleep.
Oh, like that's an excuse.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up with your whining.
Shut up. Well, you know what? Fuck you and your fucking university. You come in here and look at us. If you're gonna lord it over us, You
You
know,
know, what I will say is he had home help coming in 4 times a day towards the end of his life, and it cost us £0.
which is how it should be. This is exactly how it should be. Nobody should be sitting there for end of life care and being worried sick about how they're going to pay those bills. That's not what should be happening. What should be happening is you should be worrying about your loved ones and spending your time with them and taking care of them and doing what you need to do. What you shouldn't be doing is worrying about going bankrupt or going into debt for all of those things. That's what you shouldn't be worried about.
Can you imagine? Like, I'm going to assume that as he was a senior, he would have got this stuff in the United States. I don't know whether he would have had the ability to be in his own home and have people come in and look after him. Someone in the comment, Mark in the comments is hilarious. Mark, I'd love to talk to you. But I'm assuming that he would get the same care, that he would be able to make a choice about where his life finishes, and that he would have people coming in to look after him, and that they would provide him with a hospital bed like they did here, because he's a senior, I'm assuming. But having spoken to a ton of Americans who had situations with their parents like this, that would not be a thing. So he would have had to have paid for that, and that would have meant that my mum wouldn't have inherited anything from him, because she would have had to have sold their house to pay his medical debt.
Yep.
And she's also a senior with no income, so what the fuck does she do then?
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah, so he was arrested for suspicion of possession of a firearm with intent to cause fear
Okay. Well, possession of
or violence.
possession of a firearm in this country, depending on what firearm it is, but any firearm, if you don't have a license, is actually against the law. So if somebody saw those photographs and thought that man has a pew pew that he shouldn't have, and then they report him to the police, isn't it the police's job to investigate?
Yeah, but to arrest him is crazy.
I'm
In
sorry.
my country,
When
that's
the
crazy.
police when the police suspect you of a crime, what do?
They detain you and ask you
And
questions and
when the
figure
police
out.
detain you, what is that called?
That's called detaining in my country.
No, it's called arresting. You just said the word.
No,
It's called arresting.
no, detaining is
What's the
what
difference
happens in
between?
my
Okay,
country.
cool. What's the difference between detaining and arresting?
Yeah, you're not criminally charged with anything. That's just
You're
it's just
not
a, it's a
arresting someone
formal.
does not mean you have criminally charged. So I'm just going to let you know how the law
No,
works here.
so
I'm
over
just going to
here,
let you know how the law works here, and presumably there also. So what happens is this. They arrest you, and at the point of arrest, they read you your rights. Your rights, I believe, are called Miranda rights. Our rights are just called your rights. And then they have to do that before they question you if they think you have committed a crime. That is arrest. Charging comes later. And in this country, they can only charge you if the Crown Prosecution Service agrees that you have done something against the law, and that there is enough evidence that you have done something against the law for them to have a good chance of prosecuting you in court. There is a standard of evidence that the Crown Prosecution Service require in order to charge you with a crime. So was he charged with that crime?
No, so it's so much different here. I think that's maybe
Okay,
where
is it Matt? Can you
yeah,
clarify?
Well,
Is it
I can.
different?
hang
So
on.
here,
Hang on 1 sec, though. We need to, before we move any further, we need to clarify this situation, because I'm happy to clarify overall, but we need to clarify this situation, because I'm reading about this now. There's an important detail that's being left out. The Yorkshire Post reported that its editor had seen bail documents after Richelieu Booth's first arrest. A West Yorkshire police spokesperson said in an emailed statement, police received a complaint of stalking involving serious alarm or distress relating partly to some of the social media posts, several of which included pictures of a male posing with a variety of firearms. So, in reality, this actually wasn't just guy took pictures with firearms and then got arrested. It was guy got accused of stalking, and some of the pictures were involved in said complaint.
So let me get this straight, Matt. Somebody is already in fear of this man because they think that he is stalking them. They then see him posting pictures of himself with pew-pews on the internet and think, shit, this guy that's stalking me could unalive me because he has access to all of these weapons, probably having no concept of where the pictures were taken. Am I correct, Matthew?
Exactly, and Erica, that would be a safe assumption, because is pew pew ownership common in the UK in the way that it is here?
No, and there's only one type of firearm really that the general public are allowed to own. So if the photographs were with anything else other than that particular firearm, and again, if that person was not licensed to own that firearm, then yeah, problem.
Yeah. So I think that once we have the context, this makes a lot more sense, and it's not at all a concerning situation, and the exact same thing would happen here in the United States.
well, so over here, there's a little bit different about how our legal system works. So if you have suspicion, you get detained. If you get detained and their investigation, or you admit to anything illegal, then you get arrested, which is being charged. When you get arrested, you are charged with a crime, but then you have to go to jail, potentially get bailed out, prove yourself innocent, or you get convicted. So what she was saying was, you aren't charged with a crime until you're put. I don't know exactly what she was saying. She said you aren't being charged with a crime until the day
You're
that you're
wrong. You're
sentenced.
definitely wrong because they read you your rights after you get arrested, and they have to read your rights before they can question you.
No, so there's two totally different types
Are
of
you
rights.
right?
So
Because the comments are all
detaining.
the
So when they
comments. Sorry, the comments are all saying that you're wrong. I think Matt's rubbing his eyes because he knows you're wrong.
am I wrong, Matt? Can they not question you while in detainment without reading you any rights?
They have to read you your rights. If they don't read you your Miranda rights when they arrest you, they can literally throw out the entire case, everything that happens. By the way, do you know who Luigi Mangione is?
No, when you're being
you-
detained, you can be questioned, is what I was saying, without
Wait.
any rights being read.
Wrong. 100% wrong. That's
can get
100%
deti-
wrong. Wrong. Hang on. I'm going to prove something to you. Do you
Can
know
you
who
look in my
Hold on.
state?
Do you know who Luigi Mangione is?
No.
Luigi Mangione is the guy who went pop to the United Healthcare CEO. You know that guy? You know who I'm talking about now?
No.
The United Healthcare CEO who was
Yeah.
pew-pewed in New York City. You know who I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
That kid who got arrested at McDonald's.
Right.
Guess what? He was not read. Apparently, his defense lawyers are saying he wasn't read his Miranda rights by the cops at the McDonald's that came to get him before they started questioning him and detained him. That could potentially throw out his entire case because they didn't read his Miranda rights. That's how serious it is. Dude, Miranda rights are read every single time when you're arrested, period, the end. They cannot detain you without doing that. There is no possible way that they could take you without doing that. Period. The end. It's not possible.
You know, I said I was embarrassed earlier for the gentleman below me. I don't even know how to describe the feeling that I'm feeling right now. What's extreme? Is there a word for extreme embarrassment?
Secondhand? I mean, I don't know. Secondhand embarrassment. I don't know. If you take someone into custody, Red, their Miranda rights you have to give them the Miranda
Yeah, if
rights.
they go into custody, I was saying that if you're being detained,
That's going into custody. Those two words are synonymous. Being detained means you're in custody. There's no way to be detained by police without being in custody.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, the cop comes up to you and they're like, "Listen, we think you did this crime." You're like, "No, I didn't do that crime." They're like,
Yeah.
You're like, "Am I free to go?" They're like, "No, you're being detained."
Exactly.
And then start asking you questions. You're saying that they have to read your right first,
100%.
even in Pennsylvania, which is a Commonwealth state.
If you're not free to go, they have to read your rights, because guess what? What's something that they can't do? They can't question you without a lawyer legally if you want a lawyer to be present. How would you know that if they don't read you your Miranda rights?
Can I point out as well, like, as an adult, it's incredibly dangerous that you don't know this. I literally teach kids what their rights are if they were ever to be arrested. Because if you don't know
We
that
don't get
you...
taught that.
What?
We don't get taught our rights.
Well, clearly.
I mean, I did. I guess the education standard in this country has really dropped in the last 20 or so years, but okay. I don't.
The fact that I know that you have to have had your rights read to you in your country before the police talk to you, and anything you say to them before it's in their interest to read you your rights, because until they have, they can't use anything you've said in court.
Yeah, and
Not a thing.
Yeah, and also I just want to clarify something. I understand that you can be briefly detained, quote unquote, by police, like for a moment, and then they'll like, okay, you're free to go. That's not what I'm talking about when we're talking about detained, because you guys are like, well, detained, that's not being, I understand that's not being taken into custody. What he is saying as detained, the way that he's defining detained, is the same thing as what we would call being taken into custody. So that's why I'm saying that what he is saying is synonymous with being taken into custody. Being detained by police and being stopped, which is what we're talking about, being stopped for a moment and being asked a few questions like, hey, where are you going? And by the way, you don't have to answer those questions. But that would be being briefly detained by police and saying you're on your way. He is saying you're taken by police. You're in custody. That's when he's saying detained. Just want to clarify, because I understand that there is another version of detained that would be the first thing that I said. That's not what I'm talking about. He left.
Maybe he finally got the embarrassment ick that I've been getting for this whole time.
Maybe. But, yeah. But he kept saying the word detained. Like, he kept saying, police take you in. You're detained by police. They take you in. They take you in. I was like, you're saying the word is synonymous with going into custody. So, anyways, I just...
Do you, so here, say they suspect you of, I don't know, they suspect you of armed robbery, for example, and they arrest you for armed robbery, and then they get evidence of further crimes. They then rearrest people, so they'll say to them, I'm now rearresting you for the crime of blah 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 blah, and then they read you your rights again. Do they do that in the United States?
Wait, say it one more time. Let me make sure I understand what you're saying. So
So if they might arrest somebody for one thing, like on suspicion of armed robbery, then later on they'll say they'll find more evidence and they'll say, I'm rearresting you for aggravated armed robbery, and then read your rights again.
100%. If they arrest you again, they have to read your rights again. If you guys don't, by the way, if you guys don't believe me, go check out the Luigi Mangione thing. Like, this is a real thing that they apparently started searching his stuff without officially taking into custody. Like, this is a major problem for the prosecution. Those cops are morons. This is a criminal defense attorney's field day. Like, for fucking real. So, anyways. Guys, keep liking that screen. Appreciate you. Oh, real quick, before we start talking to our next guest, want to say thank you. Thank you to Matthew. Thank you to Matthew for the 10 on Vimo. It says, exercising great patience in dealing with red. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate it. By the way, great name. Thank you guys very much for your support. Keep liking that screen, and we'll keep going. Let's see here. Scott, I'll invite you to unmute. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, I didn't. I'm actually Australian. I just thought I heard all the conversation about people going bankrupt with healthcare. My wife is a 19-year blood cancer survivor. We are on, basically, in Australia, when you are diagnosed with terminal illness, you can go on, we call it Centrelink in Australia, but it's basically benefit. You're paid a certain amount of money, but it's not enough to, let's be real, it's not enough to live on, but it's a help. But the major thing about our healthcare system is our Medicare system. When you go onto that, you get medications capped at $6.80 Australian. Might be slightly higher if they're dearer. But the reason my wife is has been alive for 19 years is the chemotherapy drugs that she's gone on have all been capped at that same price. We found out that one of the ones that she was on multiple doses of was $25,000 a dose.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
in Australia.
I'm not, Scott. I'm not even surprised in the least. And you know what? I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so happy for your wife. And congratulations on nearly 20 years. That's fucking awesome. That's
20 years next year.
God, I mean, that's fucking amazing. And I appreciate you sharing that with us. It's just it's a crime that's what we have to deal with. But
I feel really sorry for the amount of people that have lost their lives because of people making really shit decisions and you know, bargaining against people's health. It's just one of the things. Don't support Trump. I think he's I'm a father of 2 daughters. I can't see how a convicted felon of 34 counts of, I mean, I know it's a civil case, but it doesn't matter.
No, actually the 34, the 34 counts was a criminal. It was a criminal case. He's a felon. There's also other civil, I know it's hard to keep track. There's also other civil cases, but don't worry. That was a criminal case. He is actually a felon. So don't worry about that.
Okay. So how in the hell is how can he be the president of your country?
I ask myself that question every day, Scott. I ask myself that. But Scott, listen, I want to talk to some of the people who do believe that. So I'm gonna bring you down in order to try to find some more Trump supporters. But Scott, I want to say I really appreciate you. I low key hate you and Erica and all of the wonderful universal healthcare that you guys get, but also I don't, and I'm really happy for you, and I'm especially happy for people like your wife who can afford life-saving treatments, and you guys aren't in a mountain of debt. You're not bankrupt. You didn't have to lose your house or something like that to be able to
I
do
just
what you
think
needed to do, you know?
It's just, it feels so unchristian, and then people hide behind Christianity when they're deporting people, and like, don't they realize that America's part of the United Nations? I know Trump's trying to get you out of it, but as part of your charter of being a member of the United Nations is you open your borders to people that are struggling and in times of need, and that's the basis of the multiple stories in the Christian Bible.
Scott, I do need to stop you because I know it's not mentioned in the Bible, but when Jesus resurrected Lazarus, he did actually charge him $250,000 afterwards.
Stop it. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Scott, thanks so much for coming up, friend. We really
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
you. I hope you have a good rest of your day, okay?
And I do listen to you quite often, dude. Like, you come across my live quite often, and I just sit back and listen.
Oh, good.
But yeah,
Thank you, Scott. We appreciate you. Cheers, mate. Okay? Take care.
no worries. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
All right, bye. W's for Scott. Appreciate it. You guys.
You don't even want to know how much that leper colony had to pay. It was serious
I
money.
bet they did. Goldilocks, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? Goldilocks? Okay, well, let us know how the porridge is.
Whoever said they made them pay an arm and a leg in the comments, that's terrible.
I mean,
Terrible, but also quite funny.
well, I did have somebody. Who we got here? Let's see. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. Magala, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm over 18. I'm in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, okay. I did ask for your age and the state.
Well, TikTok requirements only once over 18, so I'm wondering why you're going over and above that.
Because I like to know the age of the person that I'm talking to and the state that they're located in for two reasons. One is I like to know the age of the person because I like to know where they're at in life because it makes us have a more authentic discussion so I understand what's happening. And I like to know the state that they're in so that we can be more specific when we talk about policies.
Well, I'll meet this TikTok standards, but I'm not going to meet your demands, so I'm over 18.
Okay, cool. Anyways, have a good one.
Just to point out, people can have whatever rules they like for their own life, and if the purveyor of said live wishes to ask you an additional question in order to participate, they are under no obligation. It's called having boundaries.
I love how somebody thinks that when you don't have your real name or your real picture here, that just saying how old you are and the state that you live in would somehow like dox you or give any information. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't dox myself, and people see my face all the time, and they,
No,
it's like, I don't know.
Matt, I can understand how somebody's saying that their name is Bob and they're from Washington State. I can see how we might be able to find them from those two pieces of information.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Well, he's requesting backup. Maybe he's okay with it now. Oh, okay.
So
change your mind.
the reason why I don't want to, well,
I don't really care, dude. Do you want to do it or not? It's fine if you don't want to.
Okay, well, I'm in my late 30s. How about that?
And what state do you live in?
Washington.
Cool. There you go. We'll never know who you are. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I'm just kind of tired of the compliance checks. That's what it is.
Dude, that's not a compliance check. We're having a discussion like adults. I'm 42 years old. I live in Massachusetts. It's fine. It's so that we know what we're talking about. It's so we have something to relate about. If I know that you live in Washington, then we can talk about actual policy things. It makes a difference because we're, you know what I mean? So there you go. All right.
The way that TikTok, makes you use certain words and stuff like that and grooms the speech, It's like, okay, well, if they want me to perform client compliance checks, I'll meet their minimum standards. And then, if the host wants to go over and above that, then I'm going to ask them why. Why are they going over and above what TikTok requires? It's just, it's not, you don't have to do that.
I know that, and you asked me the question, and I explained to you very calmly and rationally exactly why I do it.
Okay, yes, you did. I'll agree with that. Yeah.
Yep.
So
cool. So, do you want to discuss one of the subjects above, or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Trump is in the e-files. Yeah, I don't think he was. Even if he was on the plane back then in the 90s, it was a different time. He had a lot of money, a lot of prestige, a lot of women throwing himself at him, and I don't think he actually went. He went there and did anything. That people are alleging. I just don't see it. It's my gut feeling that he didn't, but I guess we'll wait and see, even though he did have the association of Jeff E. But I don't see him doing that. I mean, the guy doesn't drink alcohol. He's been, he has talked a little dirty in here and there, but
how many wives has he cheated on?
I think a few.
All three of them.
A few.
How many porn stars has he paid off? At least one that we know. At least one that we know of, right? Okay, cool. Now, has he talked about multiple times about how he likes the younger women? Has he talked about made weird comments about how he would be dating younger women when they get older? Yeah, he's done that also. How many women have accused him of sexual assault?
When
how many?
was
hold on, hey bud, I'm asking you a question. Okay, it's 29. The number is 29. Now, how many times has he been adjudicated to have been found liable for sexual assault?
Well, that was a civil case.
Yeah, I know. I just said, and he was so right. But in the civil case, he was found liable by 9 people for having committed sexual assault against a woman. Right?
Well, I'd have to verify that. I'm not sure the exact details.
Oh, no. You don't have to. You can verify it all you want. That's a fact. He was found liable by 9 people for committing sexual assault. I can show you the jury verdict form if you'd like, or you can go look it up yourself. But either way, he was found liable for that. So the record of Donald Trump when it comes to women on its face value kind of speaks for itself. But then if you want to get more specific about the e-files, why is it that in the emails that was recently released that Jeff is talking about the fact that Donald is the dog that hasn't barked? Why are we talking about the fact that Donald spent hours at the house with that girl? Why is Jeff talking about all of those different things? It's just weird because I'll be honest with you, I bet you that Donald didn't go to the island. But you know what? You don't have to go to an island to have sex with a girl who is sexually trafficked. You don't have to, because there was over 1,000 victims that we're aware of in the Jeff files, and a lot of them were right there at his house.
Well, in my gut feeling, it's Bill Clinton who went to the island. It's Tom Hanks who went to the island.
Great, and if they did, time out, stop. And if any of those people went to the island and they committed a crime, lock them up, throw away the key, bury them under the jail. I don't care. But we're not talking about them, and they're not the president of the United States. Who we're talking about is Donald Trump, the man who is currently president of the United States and who was Jeff's best friend for over 10 years. So when we talk about that, that's a little different. It's a little different. Literally, this man said, I'm Donald's closest friend for 10 years. You have Donald Trump writing him special messages and drawing pictures for him and birthday cards, and there's pictures of them palling around, and you've got him, they call each other, and he's talking about how this person went to go work for him and that person, blah, blah, blah. They're buds. They were hanging out. So we're not talking about those other people. And again, we don't care about those other people. Those other people committed a crime, send them to jail. And again, dude, I don't know why you're pivoting. If something happened in the 90s or the 2000s with underage women, does that make it okay?
Well, it doesn't. No.
Okay, cool. But so that means that if Donald Trump did something in the 90s or the 2000s with an underage woman, he should go to jail, right?
Yeah, but I'm just not buying Trump is caught up in that.
I
You know,
well, I'm not
I think it's
buying. I'm
Trump. I
not
think it's
buying.
Obama and
I'm
Bill
not
Clinton and
buying Tom
Hillary
Hanks and
and
Obama.
Tom
So
Hanks and all these
No,
other
no, no.
actors.
Hold on. Time out. I'm going to stop you right there. We're not pivoting to Tom Hanks and Obama and Bill Clinton. Number one, there's zero evidence that Obama is anywhere in this. But even if there is, he's not the president. He has nothing to do with this. Stop
Anthony
pivoting away.
Weiner and the
Donald
hot
Trump
dog
is
party.
the. Hold on. Dude. Donald Trump is the president of the United States. He is the person who is the president, who is mentioned in the files, who has prevented the files from being released up until now, okay? And he is the key person involved in all of this, who is this man's best friend. So we're not going to talk about Bill Clinton or Barack Obama or Tom Hanks or anyone else. And again, that's because if they did something, lock them up and throw away the key. I'm not going to defend any of them. Lock them up. So great, we've established it. If they're guilty, throw them in jail. I don't care. But you're defending Donald Trump. I'm not defending any of those people. Throw them in jail if they did something wrong. Don't care. You're saying, well,
yeah, this is why. And
well,
I'll tell you why I'm skeptical is because they've cried. You guys have cried wolf so many times.
literally haven't cried wolf
starting
any
from
time. Nope,
That
hasn't happened.
prosecutor in New York
Hasn't
who
happened.
went after him for tax evasion,
Except for the
and
fact that he
everything they've
actually
tried to
did.
do to him.
Yep, he did. And he was
And-
found.
and-
Wait,
and all those
stop.
crimes
Was he
and
found
Kavanaugh
guilty of
him
that? Was he
and-
found guilty of that? Yes, he was.
Tax evasion? I don't know. I don't think he
Oh
was.
no, not tax. It wasn't. Well, it wasn't tax evasion. It wasn't tax evasion. What it was overvaluing
Yeah.
properties, which he was found guilty of. Then he was found guilty of fraudulently running his companies. Right. Then he was also found guilty
no.
of. Then he was also found guilty of fraudulently running a charitable. A charitable organization, right? So we can never open another charity in the state of New York ever again, right?
Well, I don't know all those.
I know you don't.
details, but-
I don't know, right? It's
Yeah.
very convenient. You
But
don't know
I've
that,
seen- we've
but that's
seen
the truth. So
Kavanaugh was
what
an
you just
excellent
said
example.
to Magala, what you
You
just
guys
said
try
is
the tax evasion. and
Magala,
then you try and Kavanaugh
what tax
him
evasion
and-
are
and
you
send all
talking
these
about?
broads after him.
Magala,
You see the I know how the leftist playbook works. When they don't like their
All right, I'll just
political
stop you. What literally everything that you just said wasn't a witch hunt. He was found guilty or liable of all of the things that we just said. He actually did those things, and he was found liable for them. What part of that do you not understand? It's not a witch hunt if you're guilty.
Well, this is all decades in the past.
No,
Today,
it's
in today's
not.
State of politics.
It's not
Yeah, it
decades
is.
in the past. And even if it
It
was,
is.
does that make it okay?
He's only human, man. Everybody
Holy
makes
shit.
mistakes.
This is MAGA, you guys. They're going to
And,
excuse child rape now.
Oh, come on, man.
Yep, that's what you're doing.
is what you-
That's what you're doing. You're excusing child rape, you fucking piece of shit.
No, I'm
can
not, you pathetic asshole.
Yep, that's what
And
you're
that's
doing.
Why,
Yes, you are.
Can I just point something out?
no,
There
I'm
are
not
two
gonna,
No, shut up.
Shut up.
There are two possibilities here. Possibility number one is the one that you're going with, which is that, lawfare, they're just going after him because they don't like him. Possibility number two is that he's committed a lot of crimes. A whole shit ton of crimes, and I dare to venture that had any other American been accused of the number of crimes and gone to court the number of times that Donald Trump has, you would probably have a real issue with it. Hadn't he been litigated over 2,000 times before he became president the first time?
Yep.
So why do we find it so difficult?
yeah, and that's because a lot of them were bogus. So we just
Anyway, why do we find it so difficult to believe that people who feel that they won't be held accountable for crimes because they're rich and powerful continue to commit crime? I don't understand why we don't realize this about.
if you guys are
rich,
going to keep
powerful
muting me,
people.
this
Hey, Magala, can you read the headline on the screen for us, please? I'll invite you on mute. Can you read the headline on the screen, please?
Yeah, and the NPR.
Oh,
Sure.
what? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
what
fake
news?
news.
Oh, sorry. What
Fake
news
news
out?
media.
Okay, cool. Then tell me what news. Where do you want it from? What news
Well, I want it
organization?
from-
It's just
I
a
want
dude.
it
It's just
from
a
the-
headline
from
from
the
the
State
AP.
Department.
What's that?
I want it from the criminal justice system.
From the criminal justice system? What does that even mean?
Yeah, the people who report state crime. So
The people
The
who
government
report
would-
state crime.
the
What does that
United
mean?
States government should have a record of it on one of their websites, not an.
I don't
NPR or
understand what that
CNN or
means.
this
So you
crap.
want to see it in the New York Times?
No, I want to see it from the criminal justice system. I want to.
I don't.
See
When
it,
you say
the
from
court
the
documents.
criminal justice system doesn't publish articles about.
Yeah, they publish all their court documents.
So
do
you
they
want me
not?
to go pull the actual court documents
Yeah,
that said that,
absolutely.
as opposed to the headline that says it, because you don't believe the headline?
Yeah.
Are you a
And
fucking?
if you were an honest,
Are you? If I was
No,
honest,
this is-
okay. I asked you what news source you take it from, and you want to see the court document itself.
I want to see the litigation and materials, and I want to see the court filings. And I
Okay,
wanna
bud.
see,
All right, whatever.
the judge's
All right,
summary.
whatever. You can fuck
Yeah.
right off because you said that it didn't. You said that it was a witch hunt and it didn't even happen. Go look it up yourself, you fucking idiot.
Oh, come on.
Oh yeah,
man.
fuck
Come
off, dude.
on.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Come
By the way,
on,
go back to
man.
Canada, you fucking moron.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
man.
come on. It's fine, dude. Listen, you can sit there all you want and you can deny reality.
Matt,
Oh yeah,
Matt,
what's up?
Put me on the big screen.
Yes,
Put me
ma'am.
on the big screen.
Okay, there you go.
This is the verdict document
Oh, okay, cool. There.
from the court, from the New York court system.
Oh fuck.
Weird. Oh look.
Huh.
Oh look. All of this. Look. Weird.
wow.
Wow.
Weird.
Oh, okay. So there you go. So you want to say you were wrong now?
Let's see.
You want to say you were wrong now?
I'll look at that.
Want to say you
I'll
were
take a
wrong
look at
now?
that.
Want to be a big man
Yeah,
and
I'll
say you
take
were
a
wrong
look
now?
at it. Well, I just saw a
Atta boy,
snapshot
good
of it.
boy,
You wanna see?
good boy, good boy.
But
We're real
yeah,
proud
see,
of
you're
you. There
stuck-
you
you're
go.
stuck in the
Now
past,
see,
but-
this is why these people are so fucking brainwashed. So, anyways, this guy thought that was a witch hunt and said, "Oh, remember the witch hunt that they did?" And actually, he was literally found guilty of that. The Trump organization was found guilty of that. God damn, dude, you really suck at this. So, want to tell me something else that was a witch hunt that he wasn't
yeah,
found
you
guilty
won't
of?
even let me express a full point.
Go
You
for
won't
it,
even
Chief.
Make a full
Keep
argument.
digging yourself in a
So
grave.
all
Go
these
for it.
things are in today. What he's done in terms of Agenda 47, which is still on his website, is that he's closed down the border. He said he was going to do that.
He hasn't
He
closed the
stopped
border. That's not true.
DRUGs from coming in.
He hasn't closed the border
Yeah.
down. How has he
He's
closed
put
the
a
border down?
stop to
How has he closed the border down?
the,
Uh,
from the
uh,
ten
uh, uh,
thousands, the
what?
tens of thousands of
No, he
crosses
hasn't closed
that
the
were
border.
happening under
What
Biden and
law did he
Kamala?
pass to close the border?
I
What
don't
law
know the
did he
specifics of
pass
that,
to
but
close the
obviously
border?
There's not people crossing there, tens of thousands of encounters a day. And
Wait a
ICE is
second.
out
Are
the street
encounters
getting
crossing?
rid of
Hold
these
on.
people.
Stop, dude. You're very confused. Are encounters
Oh, see, I'm
crossings?
trying to make a point.
No, because you're
continue
saying
to
now you're just
interrupt
spreading
me.
misinformation. Are encounters crossings? Yes or no?
Well, I don't know the pedantics of it.
Are encounters? Hold on. Are encounters? I know you don't because you're Canadian. Are encounters crossings or are they not? Cool. I'll explain it to you because I know you don't really get this. So encounters are not crossings. We don't track crossings because crossings we can't track. So what you just said isn't true because encounters aren't crossings. So we actually don't know if crossings are down or not. So literally what you just said is encounters are down. And by the way, we haven't closed the border because we haven't passed any legislation that has changed the way that the border operates. We're still under Title 8. Can you explain Title 8 to
Well,
everyone in here, please?
There's no caravan.
Can you
coming
explain
up
Title
through
8
the
to everyone
Darien
in here,
Gap
please? Can you
from
explain
South
Title?
America
Oh, wait,
and
cool. And when did the
thousands of
caravans happen? What
South
president did the
Americans running on
caravans happen
trains.
under? What president did the caravans happen under?
Joe Biden.
Wrong. They happened under Donald Trump, you fucking moron. Donald Trump was literally the
Wow.
one who campaigned on
Wow.
the caravans and said things about them in 2019. Go look it up. It was Donald Trump.
Yeah, well, he was on the way out. What could he do?
In 2019, 2 years before he left office,
No,
you
that was
fucking
Warp
moron.
Speed. He left after Warp Speed. So I want to let you all know, whoever is boosted out there, you're Trump inject.
Guys, this guy,
You've taken the Trump injection.
listen, Bud. I suggest that you
thanks for the
stick.
coins, man.
Hey, Bud. Oh,
Hey,
you
hey,
should
thanks for the follow.
you should stick to Canadian politics there. Hey, stick to the Canadian
No,
politics
I'm a-
because you suck at
I'm a
American
dual
politics,
citizen.
dude.
No, I'm a dual citizen, and I know what's going on. And I would like Trump to come up to Canada and take us over.
Oh,
by
sure,
military
bud.
force.
Hey, you'd like him to come
Because
up to
we're
Canada?
still-
Could he teach you some things about politics, eh? Because, you'd seem to have a hard time understanding basic politics in America,
on.
eh?
You
When he
think you're
came
in such
in, didn't he say he was from the Pacific Northwest?
Yeah, and then he lied and said that he lived in Washington.
Yeah, that's really weird.
That's
Why
in
would
the
you
Pacific
start with a
Northwest.
Why would you start with a lie? Also, you said you were in your mid-30s. Can you tell me exactly why you're
Why
following
are
so
you-
many?
look at
Exactly why are you following so many age-inappropriate women on TikTok?
That's
Oh,
why.
here comes
That's
the
why he
leftist
has no
playbook. See,
problem. That's
this is
why.
why
That's why
people-
he's excusing this, Erica, is because they always tell on themselves. He
No.
has no problem with child rape because he wants to do it himself.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Oh
man.
no!
Listen,
Did I hurt your feelings? Did I hurt your feelings? Oh no! Go run away. There you go. That's what I thought. By the way, TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. Educational purposes only. We love the TikTok shop so much. Absolutely love the TikTok
I just
shop.
ordered a pair of boots from the TikTok shop today, actually, Matt.
Did
I'm
you?
very much looking forward to
That's
their arrival. yeah.
Wonderful.
Because I'm spending money like a millionaire right now.
Speaking of and as you should. Speaking of the TikTok shop, you should go on my showcase to the TikTok shop, and you should get A People's History of the United States, one of my all-time favorite books, and it is in my showcase. You can get your copy right now. It's only like $16, and it's fucking great. I also have a couple other books there that I really like, including Under the Banner of Heaven, John Adams, The Power Broker, which is about Robert Moses in New York City. Jana, you're reading it now? Good for you. Good for you, friend. That's awesome. Really, really, really glad. Yeah. So, and by the way, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy it from me. Dude, just get it at the library or borrow it from a friend or get a used copy. It's totally fine. Okay. But either way, I think it's a great book. Oh, look, our friend's back. Maybe he didn't run away.
I just want to point out that in order to read it, you do in fact have to be able to read. Although I believe you can get it on Audible if you can't.
You can't get it on Audible. It was read by Howard Zinn's brother, actually, which is kind of fun. Magala, you came back.
Yeah, I instantly swiped out, but
Oh.
I think it's reprehensible how you guys use your little playbook to smear people with malice and malevolence, where you accuse people of being PDFs and all these things and
Nobody-
follower lists.
I didn't
It's so
accuse you of
trite.
that.
It's such a part of your playbook. It's
I
disgusting.
did.
This is what.
I did.
Quit crying.
I mean,
Why are you crying?
No, because you are. That's pure malice. What you guys do
oh,
when you guys
no.
do those types of things.
I'm sorry. You have a choice about who you follow on TikTok, and if you don't want people to go
No,
and be able
that's
to look,
people
if you
follow.
don't want people to go and to be able to go and look at who you follow,
When you
have the choice
follow, you
of
follow
making-
many accounts.
of making your following list private. I can
You
guarantee
guys
you.
always do the same thing. It's just
Yeah, you're right. It's more
It's
disgusting.
incord-
No, you're right. It's more disgusting to call out people being
Look at
hideous
you.
than it is to be hideous. No, you're right.
Yeah,
I
the
agree.
UK
I'm sure we
is
all
a
agree.
trash can. Look at what's happened to your country.
Look
Look what's happened to France and
What's
UK and
happened?
Ireland.
What's
Ethnically
happened?
cleansed.
What's
You facilitated
happened?
the ethnic cleansing of your own damn country,
this guy.
and it's a shame. This is the
This guy
This
is the
This is freaking wild.
Erica.
Yeah, you've
this guy
ethnically
is the
cleansed
literal
your own
definition.
people in your
Yeah.
own country,
Hang on,
in
Maggie.
Ireland,
Whatever.
in Canada.
This guy is the literal definition of if you give a man enough rope, he will hang himself. This is hilarious. Like, you know what, Maggie? You're right. We shouldn't be muting you. You should just be able to talk because everything you say is so fucking dumb that we should just let you talk because this is the stupidest shit I've heard in a long time. Cool. Explain to us.
Millions of
No,
people
explain to
feel
us,
the
please.
exact same way I do.
No, I want to hear.
millions
Hold on. I want to hear. How is the UK committing an ethnic cleansing of its own people? Please do tell.
Because they literally, people come in on boats and they put them up in hotels. All men, mostly men, military-aged men, give them 3 meals a day. People from all types of Muslim countries, African countries, all the third world countries of the world, and then they actually send the boats back to France so they can continue the invasion.
Oh my God,
The
Erica.
pontoons they use to go in,
Who
Erica,
sends
there's
them
an
put them up in
invasion.
hotels.
There is
Yeah,
apparently.
anybody who wants to see this,
No, because if the boats are found, they are confiscated and they are not in fact sent back to
no,
France.
Truth UK.
A Truth UK, that sounds like a credible source
Yeah,
of
you
information.
should go watch some Truth UK videos
Truth UK.
That
and see
sounds
how
like
your
a
country is
credible
being
credible
ethnically
source of
cleansed.
information.
And here you sit up here while you erase every.
I'm one of the people that you think are being erased from my country.
Yeah, you might as well start wearing your hijab, Erica,
What
because your
percentage
country
of,
is
I just want
conquered.
to
You're
I just want to
finished.
check your knowledge on this. What percentage of the population of the UK are Muslim?
Well, there's countless towns of
No, I'm asking you
Islamic
percentage.
people who have
I'm
taken
asking you
political
percentage of.
positions.
I'm asking you percentage of the population. Thank you.
Well, I don't know those things off the top of my
Then
head.
why would you make this claim if you don't know how many
Because
Muslims
it's so,
there
it's
are?
so. Why do people like Tommy Robinson exist?
Oh, Tommy
Why?
Robinson. By the way,
Yeah.
I can tell you a shit ton about Tommy Robinson because he's from the next city to me. My friend Molly is actually friend with Tommy Robinson's ex-wife, who he DV'd and had DV charges against him. So this man that you're holding up, but I guess you don't care about that. This man you're holding up as some kind of paragon of virtue because he agrees with what you say is
No,
someone who
because
has
he's
been
blowing
found
the
guilty.
whistle and he's
Somebody
being
who's
persecuted.
he's been found guilty of DV. Yeah, he really sounds like he wants to protect women. Because I think
Anybody
men who
can
want
go
to
to
protect
Truth UK.
men
Even
who want to protect women have often been found guilty of DV.
go
No,
to
you're
Truth
right.
UK on TikTok and see for yourself.
Actually, so
what's
the
going
so
on over
it's
there.
actually so you're not even getting the organization right because I just looked it up. It's actually called Truth United. Okay, so if you're gonna say the name of the group,
No,
actually, no,
their
it's
Twitter and
yeah,
their
it's
TikTok
it's
is Truth UK.
Yeah, it's Truth United UK because I've looked it up. That's what you're talking about. Is
And
Truth United.
can you see
So
the
anyways,
videos of
yep.
foreigners?
Yeah, and
being,
so and
housed in
and so
hotels
what this and I
fed
also
and-
did a fact check. I did a fact check on the group, and the group was founded by a bunch of people whose specific goal is to stop immigration into the United States. They're simply anti-Muslim and anti-immigrant. And so their only aim is to be anti-Muslim and anti-immigrant. And so everything that they show and everything that they do is simply slanted. And guess who they're funded by? Hardcore right-wing groups in the UK. Holy shit.
I don't
This is
know.
wild. Hey, did you want
See,
did you
this
want
is-
proof?
this is why
I know
you
this
guys
is
are-
why
this
I
is
know
why
it's
you're-
crazy,
you're
right?
so
Here's
pathetic.
the thing is
Because
that
anybody
Google
with a
here's the
camera
thing.
can
I
go
know
out
Magala,
and-
here's the thing. Google is free, and it took me all of about 30 seconds to look up the name of the group that you're saying is showing videos of the truth and blah blah blah. It took me about 30 seconds to look them up and do a fact check and find out who's funding them and what their goal is. So no, I'm not going to believe
You're so full of shit.
anti-immigrant.
You're full
Oh,
of
really?
shit.
Am I?
Yeah.
Then who
Yeah,
are they?
because these
Then
guys
who
are
are they
obviously
funded by?
just
Then who are they
concerned
funded by?
citizens
Then
with
prove.
a camera.
Great, dude. Then prove me wrong. Who are they funded by if they're not funded by anti-immigrant right-wing groups in the UK? Who are they funded by?
why shouldn't they? Even if they were, why shouldn't they be allowed to go and ask questions? Why are our tea
Does that
houses
make
out
them
in the
hold on?
Shire
Okay, well then I have a
taken over
question for
by
you. Great. Then I
military-aged
great. Hey
Muslim
bud,
men?
then I have a question for you. If their videos are being funded by right-wing, anti-immigrant, anti-Muslim groups, and that's what they produce, don't you think that they have a bias in what they're producing, and then therefore
No,
every video that
this
they're
more
producing? Hold on. I'm asking you a genuine question, dude. Can you like take a step fucking back and like listen to yourself, okay? Listen, think about this. If I told you that I believed something and the videos that I wanted to show you to prove it were from some crazy left-wing anarchist group and that proved my point, you would look at me and you'd go, dude, you're fucking crazy. I'm not going to take the videos from that because they're crazy left-wing people that are funded by left-wing people who have an agenda and want you to see a certain thing, and you would be correct. So why is it that you're okay taking videos from a crazy right-wing organization whose entire stated goal is to stop immigrants in the UK and is vehemently anti-Muslim? Dude, come on. Come on. Like, grow the fuck up. I thought you were in your 30s, aren't you?
So why
Ah,
are people concerned about the call to prayer going on in Dearborn,
dude, will
Michigan?
you listen to what the
Because
fuck I'm saying and respond
I
to
do.
it?
Yeah, I did.
No,
I
you
did.
didn't. You
You're
didn't
alleging that they're
respond to what
part
I
of a
said. You just
right-wing
pivoted
group.
to Dearborn, Michigan. We're talking about the UK.
Yeah. People are allowed to be concerned
Holy shit, dude! This
about
guy
being culturally
is a
replaced.
you can't answer a
ethnic
fucking
cleansing.
question. Answer the fucking question, dude. Answer the fucking question.
Yeah, well, make a nutshell question. Don't long draw it out.
I didn't long draw it out. All I said was, if I showed you a video from an extremist left-wing group and I said this is a fact, you wouldn't take it, would you?
What, like Antifa?
Holy shit, dude. Antifa isn't a group.
Oh, what are they?
It's, oh my God.
Can I do this one?
Wait,
Can I
hang
do
on.
this one?
Before
Yeah,
you
your
do.
country has gone to shit, Erica.
Shut the fuck up.
Story.
Before you do, I have to say something. Thank you to Mike on Venmo. It says, I wonder if Magala knows who the president of Puerto Rico is. He probably doesn't know the president of Puerto Rico. No. I would wager a guess that he's too fucking dumb to know that. Anyways, please continue, Erica. Thank you, by the way. Thank you, Mike.
Well, basically, Antifa is an ideology. It means anti-fascist. It is not a group. It is a way of thinking. But you have three choices with regards to your views on fascism. You can be a fascist, you can be neutral towards fascism, or you can be anti-fascist. You can be any one of those three. Which one are you?
Well, the ridiculous thing about that is that Charlie Kirk was called a fascist many, many times.
Sorry, that's not an answer to my question. I said you can be fascist. Oh, he ran away. And probably because his answer to that question would have had to have been that he was the opposite of Antifa. He was probably far.
Or he was going to have some excuse as to why that was. Because, there's always an excuse. Like,
Matt, would you say that it would be hypocritical of a man who has been found guilty of DV to say that he wanted to protect women from Muslim men? Would you say that would be hypocritical?
Very.
Cool. I'm just checking I haven't lost my mind.
Absolutely. You have not. Ricky. God damn it. Ricky, I made you. You left crying last time, dude. I think maybe you need to.
This is a video, by the way, of Joe Biden sleeping. So
Oh, is it?
I didn't cry, and you guys keep saying I didn't cry at all.
That's a video.
Look, he's been sleeping for 17 seconds.
What? He was sleeping? Oh my God! This is so damning. I mean,
Joe Biden.
oh my God, dude! I'll tell
You
you,
guys wanna
I
talk about Trump's
gotta
quote-unquote
be on.
sleeping?
Can I be honest with you, dude? This is so damaging.
This is what I think about Biden.
I don't think
This
I
is
don't
what I think
I
about
don't
Biden.
think that we'll ever. Oh wait, hold on.
He's not asleep. Look, Biden's actually sleeping.
Hold
Mom.
on. Shh.
Look, his eyes are awake.
Shh. He's trying to sleep. There we go. Oh, that's so cute.
so-
Oh wait,
so you
here's
played
another
a
one.
fi-
Here's another one. There you go. Here's
So
another
that's
one.
a picture.
Shut up. Here's another one, Ricky.
This is a 1 minute long.
Shut up. This is
1
over a
minute.
minute long. Shut up. There you go. Look at him. He popped awake for a second. He's dozing again. There he goes. Oh my God. But no. Tell us more about the 80-year-old man in the White House. Oh no, he fell asleep. Oh no, Ricky did something, you guys.
I mean,
I can't access now, so I can actually start debunking you.
Oh, by the way, thank you to Daryl on Venmo. He says, please know people in Washington State are not that stupid. Appreciate you and Erica. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you. I know. Well, and he probably wasn't even really from Washington State. That guy is Canadian anyways. He's a moron. So, all right, Ricky. Wow. Really? Okay.
That
My
Ricky,
fault.
you might want to go see a doctor, like about that stream. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So, delightful. No, Ricky, go away. You're too dumb to talk to us. You're like the new Dom.
Just so that everybody knows, when you elect a septuagenarian or an octogenarian, there is a strong chance that they will fall asleep. Because they're old. They should be napping in the afternoon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm 47. If you elected me president and someone was being boring and I was sitting down, I would go to sleep.
I mean, to be honest with you, Erica, it's fair. So, Erica, can I give you the helm for 30 seconds? I'll be right back, and then we will bring up our next Trump supporter. I see we've got someone in the box.
Of course you can.
I'll be right back.
And I promise you, I will say nothing bad about you while you're gone. I promise.
Why did you feel the need to say that?
I'm just reassuring you, Matt. I'm just reassuring you.
That makes me feel like...
Okay, just go do what you've got to do. Okay? We don't want another Ricky situation. He'll be listening on his other account. I'm not stupid. Ruth in the comments, English not American, isn't she? Correct. The guy we just had up was Canadian. I didn't see you complaining in the comments when he was here. Thank you for your time. Guys, if you could spend a couple of minutes booping the screen while Matt is away. If you haven't sent your daily heart me, you know what to do. Go up to the top next to Matt's name. There's a little heart. If you happen to have a coin, you can do that. Also remember to keep tapping, keep sharing, keep doing as Erica Shante says, do all the good things. You know what the good things are. Thank you very much. I love it. And I just want to say what an excellent man I think Matt is. What an absolute delight of a human he is. I think we will all agree on that. Have you even Ruth is now asking me, have I even met Trump? Comments. Give me a 1 in the chat if you have physically met Donald Trump. I want to send each of you a condolence message. Every single one of you. I can't see many ones. Can't see many ones. Oh, stop talking about him, guys. He's come back.
Oh no, he's back. Oh no. All right, let's see here. Someone said I met him. He's my sleep paralysis demon.
Did you? Were you listening while you were away, Matt?
Yeah.
Did you hear all the nasty, horrible things I said about you?
I did hear all that.
Did you? Is Ruth in the request? I'd really like her to tell us about meeting Donald Trump.
She is not in the request. But
Crazy.
Chris, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did, yeah.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 25. I'm from Texas, just outside of Houston.
Oh, okay. Do you want to discuss one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Yeah, he's obviously. So when you say he's in the files, it's like already known because, like, yeah, it's proven he was on the flight logs, but that doesn't mean anything. So
Yeah, I mean, being in the flight log certainly doesn't absolutely mean anything. It's all the other kind of anecdotal evidence, but I'm sure that we're going to find out
what?
a lot. What's that?
Like what?
Like what? You mean like how?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like how in the recently released?
How does it prove anything other than
I was
just
answering the
being
question
on the plane?
before you interrupted me there. So
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
thank you. The recently released emails from the Jeff estate where he's talking about the fact that Donald Trump knew all about the girls and he's the dog that hasn't barked and all of those different things. I think that that's pretty damning just by itself. Also, the fact that Donald Trump didn't release the files 10 months ago like he said he was going to. The fact that Kash Patel wouldn't say how many times.
Now?
I'm sorry?
They're about to get released. They just voted on
Why
it.
wouldn't he release them 10 months ago on his own?
Well, it was still under investigation.
No, they weren't.
So, like,
nope.
they
The
kind of have to
investigation.
work
Nope,
on it.
that's actually wrong. The
Okay,
investigation.
explain it to me then. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, the investigation was closed with Maxwell's when her appeals were done. So that was it. The files were completely able to be released. So why didn't Donald Trump do it back then? Why did Donald Trump bring Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene and other members of the Republican caucus to the White House to try and convince them to take their names off of the petition signature? The petition to release the files.
Well, okay, the thing is there's a lot of other high-powered individuals that are in those files, and some of them are Republicans, obviously, so Trump kind of has to, like, keep their name clean, and it goes deeper than that. It was kind of like a blackmail operation.
Trump's
it was a
protecting
blackmail operation,
So Trump's protecting P3DOs, you're saying?
No.
Yeah.
That's what you just said. You said there's a lot of Republicans in those files and Trump has to keep their name clean, I believe is what you said. That means he's protecting them.
Listen, when there's like a blackmail operation, you can't really do things the way you want to because the person who ran the operation is the ones pulling the strings, right? Do you think it was a blackmail operation or not?
And who was the person that was running the blackmail operation?
Well, I don't know. There's multiple, probably a specific country. I don't know. We don't have to get into that.
I still don't understand why he couldn't have just released the files. But okay.
Well, yeah. Can you blackmail somebody if there's nothing to blackmail them over?
Well, Trump specifically isn't blackmailed in any way.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I just asked. I don't know why you have an aversion to answering the question that's been asked. I'll ask it again.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you blackmail somebody when there's nothing to blackmail them over?
No.
Okay, so those high-powered individuals, be they Republican or Democrat, because guess what? We don't care. which one they were. We want them all prosecuted. If
Okay,
if
yeah,
my
me too. I
brother,
want them all
I'm
prosecuted and
if
thrown in
my
jail. So.
brother, if my brother is in those files, prosecute him.
Yeah,
If
I agree.
if my I don't know, anyone that I know, if Matt is in the files, actually, definitely if Matt is in the files,
He
prosecute
probably
him.
is too. So
Well, okay, but you're saying that being in the files doesn't mean you're guilty of anything, so you have nothing to worry about, Matt, because it doesn't mean you're guilty of anything.
Oh, so
Okay.
thank God.
So
That's good to know.
yeah,
yeah,
you
so
just proved my point. So
him saying no,
you can
I
concede
just
on that
used
topic. Next
no.
point,
What I
please.
did, my love, I don't.
He doesn't
I
understand.
know.
He's not going to understand.
Yeah,
No,
probably.
I understand actually far more than you can understand. So keep going.
Sure, cool story. But anyway, what I did was I used what you just, I'm just going to explain to you, okay? What you just did is you said that Matt was in the files like it was a bad thing that he was in the files,
Oh,
when you'd previously said that just being in the files doesn't make it a bad thing.
okay. No, but
So
you're
I
right
was
about that. But yeah,
I was using your talking point to combat the negative connotation you just made about Matt. That's what I did. Okay?
I did get. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right about
Okay.
that.
Okay. So let's not say we understand things beyond what other people can understand when people have to talk slowly in order for us to get the point.
Okay, yeah, and to Matt, yeah, I apologize. I do. I'm sorry. But we can talk about how anything else. I mean, basically, Donald Trump is severely. I mean, what are you going to be talking about when you get that $2,000 tariff check into your bank account? What are you going to be saying then?
Is it going to be like the Doge check that we were supposed to get?
When were we supposed to do that? I never heard of that. That was probably some liberal shit you heard on CNN or something.
Well,
I
number
don't know.
one, I don't watch CNN. And number two, I only heard about it because all of you people kept coming up here saying, just wait till you get your Doge check. Wait till you get your Doge check. You guys promised it. And Donald Trump promised it also. You don't remember that?
Okay. I've never heard of that before, so.
Oh, wow. That's weird. So you don't remember when Donald Trump...
I only learn statistics and data.
What's that?
I only learn and things from statistics and data.
Okay, well, let me help you out here.
Yeah, he's right about that, exactly.
Anyways, so that's exactly where he said it. So.
Yeah, okay, so two things with that. First off, he said, we're thinking about doing this. He never said that you're going to be getting a check.
He repeated it over and over again. I'm just not going to bore everybody in the chat with showing you multiple clips of him doing it.
He repeated it over and over, saying we're thinking about it. Second, how do you know
he
that
didn't.
that's not
He said we're going to give.
Did he
said
give
we're going to give
timeline?
5,000. Excuse me. He said it. Carolyn Levitt said it. Elon Musk said it. Multiple members of the Trump administration said it. So, when has he committed to giving us $2,000 tariff checks? When are they coming exactly?
Well, he didn't give us a timeline.
Okay,
just like
where's
there
the
was no timeline
Okay,
with
great. Where's the
Doge check.
legislation?
It's being passed right now through executive order.
No, it's not.
So.
Number one, executive order isn't legislation. Number two, you can't send
Okay,
money
whatever.
out to the. No, not okay, whatever. I'm explaining to you why he can't do that.
Okay, cool.
Is executive order legislation? Is it law?
No, it's something the
Exactly,
president is
it's
wanting
not.
to pass through.
And so the president can't pass sign an executive order to send billions upon billions of dollars to the American people. It's not possible. He'd have to get a bill passed in Congress to do that. There's no bill in Congress right now to send that money out. And even if he does do that, that money is just our tax dollars coming back to us.
Okay, so once again, did they give us a timeline on when we're going to be getting those checks? They didn't say a specific date, right?
Okay, so you're saying that you agree that we're not going to get the money.
No, I'm saying that we still very well could be, just not right now. Maybe
exactly.
in the future.
You agree that we're not going to get the money because there's no bill, there's no legislation in process, there's no promised timeline. So by your own definition, we're not getting that money.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll concede on that point.
I mean, just saying, Chris. I mean, you were the one who said, when did they promise it? Why wasn't there a date? I'm giving you the exact same situation. They floated the idea, never followed through with it. So,
Okay, dude. Cool. You're just kind of now like being an asshole about it. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being an asshole by literally just proving it to you when you scoffed in my face and said, when did they do that? And I just proved to you that they did.
No, I'm trying to be as nice as possible. You're kind of just being a bully, so. Were you like a bully in high school?
Hang on a minute. Aren't you from the party of fuck your feelings? Where everybody else apart from you is a snowflake. And now Matt.
No, I never said I'm a snowflake. I never said anything about that.
I'm still talking. Don't bully me by talking over me. But now Matt, by very calmly explaining to you all of the, the details on which you're incorrect, now you're getting hurt by that? Are you okay, Chris? Do you need, I mean, I'm not going to hug you, but I'm sure we can find someone who will.
Who will what?
Hug you.
I get hugs every day. So.
Oh, you might want to go and ask for one now because you sound pretty upset.
It's whatever. I'm not upset, actually. So. I'm just saying,
to be honest, I wouldn't know whether you were upset or not because your voice is the most monotone thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's called having testosterone running through your veins. And
testosterone makes you monotone. That's interesting.
I don't know. Look up how people have deeper voices than other people.
What's monotone? What does monotone mean?
I'm assuming you're just talking about my manly deep voice. So.
No.
Monotone
means that your voice doesn't go there's no variation in the tone of your voice, so it doesn't go up or down.
Yeah, of course. Some people call me a very stoic person.
I'll give you an example. This would be me being monotone. Okay. Hello, this is me being monotone. My voice never raises or lowers in its pitch at all. I just speak at the same.
It's called not showing your enemy any true signs of emotions or weakness. It's called being stoic.
Not showing your enemy. Hey, I thought you were thinking on it. I thought you were playing 5D chess.
Sorry, what?
5D what? Okay, yeah.
You can't. Yeah. Your brain can't think in 5D geometrics, so it's not. You don't know what you're talking about. Hey Siri, set the timer for 20 minutes.
Great. Now he's set everybody in his timer for 20 minutes. So enjoy that, guys.
Food, so.
Is that how long pizza pockets take?
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, is that how long it takes to cook a pizza pocket in an air fryer?
No, I'm making chicken tenders and chicken nuggets.
Frozen ones?
I mean, if it's going to take 20 minutes, I have to assume they're frozen, right?
Yeah, they've got to be
Well,
frozen.
they're frozen, lightly breaded chicken breast chunks.
You've got to be careful of all those
They're
forever
actually the
chemicals.
Kirkland. They're actually the Kirkland brand from Costco
You've
because
got
I
to be
eat
careful of
healthy.
all
So
those forever chemicals, my love. You should, take care. Cook your food from fresh. It's much better for you.
yeah, I do that sometimes. But sometimes when it's late and I just want to eat a quick snack, you do that.
Do you
I also
do you know what? I take it all back. It's obviously the testosterone.
I was just at the doctor's yesterday. They said I'm incredibly healthy. I'm
Oh,
healthier
cool.
than probably
It's
95,
obviously
99% of people.
why are you getting upset? It's obviously the testosterone. Testosterone makes you want like frozen chicken nuggies. For sure. Are they in the shape of dinosaurs or
No, if I could turn my camera on, I'd show you. There's classic chicken, lightly breaded chicken breast chunks. They're breaded, boneless, skinless chicken breast portions.
Well, that sounds delightful. I'm so sad I had a nice home cooked meal this evening when you
My timer real quick.
classic chunks. Matt, he's playing 5D chess, and you and we're just hoping that we can keep up.
I guess.
Yeah, they're not in the shape of dinosaurs. I haven't eaten one of those since I was probably a toddler at my grandparents' house, so I don't eat dinosaur nuggets anymore.
Do you get alphabetti spaghetti and make words out of it? Because
I actually, everything I do, I cook my own food. I don't have my mom make me food anymore.
I'm sorry, putting something frozen in the oven, I don't think really counts as cooking.
Okay, well, I use the grill too sometimes when I need to use the grill for burgers.
Well, that really told me.
Have you ever grilled a burger in your life? Do you even know how to turn on a grill?
You use the grill.
I'm one of the best grillers I know, actually. So, have you ever used a grill?
Gorilla. Did you say gorilla or
grill? I use the grill.
Okay.
Okay. I mean that's good. I mean I'm pretty good at grilling myself. So.
Yeah, but probably not as good as I am. So.
Oh really? What kind of grill do you have?
Like the really good expensive ones. So.
The really good. What brand? What do you have?
I don't know. I didn't buy it. My dad did. It's just at the house.
Your dad bought it for you?
Yeah, I don't have my own apartment, so when I do grill, I go to my parents' house and I use a grill there, and I drive my burgers back to my place. Is it an issue with you, or
you're the definition. You're the very definition of you treat this house like a hotel, aren't you? You don't just treat it like a hotel. You treat it like, I don't know, a rent a grill place. Like, it's crazy.
Which one? No, I come see my family, and they're very good people. They're actually, it's actually funny. You would be surprised. My whole family is actually liberal, and they're actually atheist liberals. But I kind of had to, branch out a little bit and create a new bloodline for bettering humanity.
Look, can you explain how you're creating a new bloodline? Biologically,
my whole family are atheist liberals. So.
I'm sorry, biologically, how does it work that you're creating a new bloodline?
Well, my family are atheist liberals, and I want to create a conservative Christian household, so I branched out and actually grew a brain. Started going to church.
So that's not how bloodlines work, just so that you know.
Okay, cool. And you can explain it then to me if you want, since you're so good at explaining stuff.
Okay. I mean, you're right. I am good at explaining to things, and I just want everyone in here to know this is my base level explanation. It's not a level of explanation for anyone who is able to comprehend stuff. Okay. Your bloodline refers to the things that you inherited, your biological traits that you inherited from your parents. You don't just get to wipe that clean, and then when you have children, you don't inherit any of the traits of your parents because
Okay, cool.
Okay. Are you peeing right now?
No, I'm running the sink under my hand. I have an open wound.
You're
so I'm trying
running
to
a
relieve it.
sink.
Yes, I have it right here. I'll mute myself while you can.
I don't think it's possible to run a sink. I think you have to run a
The
faucet.
sink has water coming out of it, and I'm trying to
No, the
run warm
sink
water
doesn't
on
have
my
water
hand.
coming
There's
out
a
of it.
wound there from wood. The
Geez,
wood gave me a
the
massive
faucet
splinter.
has water coming out of it, not the fucking sink. Jesus.
Go ahead. You can keep explaining it to me since I'm the one apparently who's so stupid. Whatever, it's fine. You can keep explaining it. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna ask the chat. If you think the sink has water running out of it and that is what's making that noise, pop a 1 in the chat for us.
Can you,
If you think it's
do you want
the
to hear it again?
If you think
Listen.
it's no. If you think it's the faucet that has water running out of it, please put
Yes, lady,
a 2
obviously
in the
it's
chat.
faucet. I know. I'm not that stupid. Like, I know that. You know that, right? Like, it's obviously not the sink itself. It's the faucet with the water. Yeah, I know that. I've actually fixed a sink and a faucets and the tubes underneath it multiple times. I had a pipe leakage earlier at one of my old houses, and I had to fix it myself. So I've actually like done a lot more with my hands than you could ever
tubes
possibly
underneath it.
Yeah, the pipes, whatever you want to call them.
There you go. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, they're tubes and pipes.
And when you say you've done more with your hands than I can possibly imagine, I don't think you can comprehend the amount of things that I can imagine someone doing with their hands.
I do a lot of things with my hands in a lot of manly, masculine ways, and I lift weight and heavier things.
Is it me, or is it very beta male to keep talking about how manly you are and how much testosterone you have? Like, it's like you're trying to convince us that you're testosterone-y.
Yeah, Chris, if I could give you some advice, man to you, I would strongly suggest that
man to man, that's what it is, man to man.
No, I said man to you. What I would strongly recommend is that you don't have to protest so much. Like you don't have to like try to prove that, because as you get older, especially, but you should really know this by now, that like you the more that you try to prove how manly you are, the less manly you are.
Okay, no, I completely understand that. Actually, if you look at it from that perspective, yeah, I get that. You don't have to prove your sexuality. You don't have to prove your manlyhood or whatever. I get it. I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm just explaining to you the things that I do. I'm able to fix pipes under sinks, and most people can't do that. So that's all I was trying to say.
I mean, you can. It's okay to say that, but you've done nothing. You've talked about how your testosterone. You talked about this, and I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, you say all these things. It's like kind of, and also a lot of us can fix a drain under a sink.
I don't know.
Yeah, sure
Have
can.
you used
Cool.
drains
Do you
before?
you doing PVC? What are you doing? Inch
PVC.
inch and a quarter, inch and a half.
Any
Did you do a
type,
trap?
any type.
How's your
Quarter
what
inch,
kind of
quarter
trap did
inch.
you do?
I grabbed the wrench. I took it off. And
What
put
kind
a new
of
pipe in it.
no
It was hard.
you said you fixed it. Did you replumb the entire drain?
No, so basically I turned off the water, and so the water wasn't going through anymore, and the pipe that was broken, I unscrewed with a wrench the broken pipe from the other broken pipe, or the working pipe, and I took that out and I put in the new pipe. They're made out of plastic, dude. They're PVC, so it's pretty easy to figure out. A toddler can do it.
Yeah, exactly. So you're just talking about PVC, which is nothing. See, I've actually plumbed an entire kitchen using copper. So if you want to talk, about it, I could teach you how to sweat. I could teach you how to sweat pipes and do your own joints with copper pipe if you'd like. I've also done plenty of PVC joints. I've remodeled 3 houses on my own. So, and when you want to come up and be like, oh, well, not many people. Well, a lot of people actually can do their own plumbing and shit.
Matt,
I'll give you that. I mean, you do actually seem like a guy I would trust doing
Sorry,
this
I'm
stuff.
talking. Matt, did you have to lag those pipes also, or was lagging not required?
In that particular case, no, because I already had existing openings for the fixtures in those. So all I had to do was pull out. So no, I didn't have to in that particular case. Although, if you wanted to count the copper run of 1/4 inch that I did over to my fridge, which was about 15 feet away, then yeah, technically that one. But that was flexible copper tubing, not actual pipe. So no, I wouldn't count that one.
Yeah, someone in the chat said we should stop comparing pipes. This isn't like a man competition, so I don't know what you're trying to get into.
But all you've been having since you got up here is a man competition.
I don't think so. I've just been trying to explain myself to you. You understand who I am.
If you'll stop talking for just a
How
second,
tall are you,
I
Matt?
will explain. So once again, you have mentioned more times than I care to count about how masculine and how manly you are. And there are two possible reasons that you would do that. One is that you don't feel masculine or manly enough and you're trying to convince yourself. And the second is that you're trying to have a dick measuring competition with Matt.
No,
Those are the only possible
I don't
explanations.
swing that way at all.
No, you don't understand. No, you don't understand what a dick measuring competition is, do you?
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't probably compare that to him. It's not like we're going to stand side by side and pull it out and look at each other. It's kind of weird.
My love, you're very literal in your interpretations. Okay, a dick measuring competition doesn't literally mean you measure them.
Yeah, and if we did, mine would probably be a lot bigger. So I don't think it.
Well, so you just proved my point. You
just walked right the fuck into it there. Point. There you go.
I feel like my job here is done. I don't need to say anything else now.
All right. Okay. Well, anyways, Chris, it's been okay.
Yep.
Have a good night.
I'll see you guys later.
Take care. This is fun. Sorry. Thank you to Amber. Just thank you to Amber on Vimo. Amber says this is Ricky Martin. Check his following. Sorry, Amber just saw this. Ricky Martin. Check his following. Oh, he follows Ricky? You guys think that it was the same? I don't know. I don't know about that. That might be a bit of a conspiracy theory. I'm not sure if I believe that they're one and the same, but you never know, I guess.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the testosterone level in here just went up.
Maybe a little bit. Now it's about to drop again. It's Marin time.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's cancel culture.
What's that?
It's cancel culture.
Oh, sorry. I mean, it's cancel culture. Hi. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
New York, 36.
Okay, cool.
Voted for Trump.
Do you want to talk about one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Yeah, and there's one topic I want to talk about, and it has to do with immigration. And this is a losing point that you guys have, right? You guys say that undocumented immigrants are good for the country, right? But when you say that, you neglect to understand why, which is because they're being abused, right? They're being abused. We're using them, right, for taxes and other purposes and free labor. But, like, you guys never acknowledge that side of it.
Oh, really? Then why is it that the Democrats were the ones who put the workforce authorization bill up that was trying to give them a pathway to legal citizenship, which would have given them status and benefits and would have ended those practices, and the Republicans were the ones who shut it down?
Because it's
why is it that when you say things like that, it becomes painfully obvious that you don't know what you're talking about because the Democrats are the ones who actually want to help protect those people and give them a better life, and the Republicans do nothing but stop it?
No, because Matt, the reason why Democrats want to do it is because they're going to increase their voter base,
Oh, really? Can you explain
and the
to
reason
me?
why
Awesome.
Republicans
Stop
don't
right.
want it.
Awesome. Fantastic. Can you show me the statistic that says that those voters lean heavy for Democrats, number one, and then I want you to show me how long it takes for that group of people to eventually become voters in federal elections.
Matt, this is
No, I asked.
obviously-
Hold on, stop. You made a claim. Your claim is that they're doing it because they want those people as voters. So I want you to now prove your claim. I want you to show us how
Matt, I
many
can't
of them
prove it.
lean.
I don't have.
Exactly. Because what
I don't
you're going
have
to
the
find out,
facts
because you're going to
first.
find out two things. I don't, dude. You have an echo. Are you listening to this on like something else, or is there?
No, sorry. Yeah, actually, let me turn this off. All right.
Okay.
Is it better now, or?
No, I'm going to drop you. I got to drop you and bring you back up because there's something.
Yeah,
Going
that's
on.
fine.
I will bring you right back up. Okay. Because there's some like weird high pitched noise going on there, and I just can't. Request back up. Request back up. I'll bring you right back up. But there's something weird happening there. Okay. I don't know what that was, but it was odd. Yeah. Okay.
What?
Yeah, dude, there's something else going on. Do you have like, is there a speaker?
No, I'm changing rooms. I don't know. It might be a cricket somewhere. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Is it better now?
I think it's a little better now, but it sounds like you're recording us because I can hear my voice.
No, I'm not. I'm not recording, dude.
And why can I
don't.
Why can I hear my voice?
I don't dabble in that.
Okay, well, I can hear my voice. You don't have to record. This is all on YouTube. You can go.
No, dude, I'm not. Brother.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
not-
that's fine.
I don't.
Then do you? It's coming through another speaker. Either like, is it? There's something.
I literally went to a different room. It might just. I literally have no idea, dude.
Okay.
I went to a different room.
All right.
To be like away from all the
anyways,
shit.
Okay. Anyways, my point here being is that if you actually investigated this, you would find out two things. Number one is that Hispanic voters don't just break for the Democratic Party. In fact, so many of them are religious and Catholic, and they very, very much are against abortion. And so they break heavy for the Republican Party. It's as an FYI. That is a thing. And then number two is, how long does it take on average for somebody like that to be able to legally vote in the United States? It's about 15 to 20 years. So you think that somehow the Democrats are just playing this insane long game where they think that this is just going to garner them a bunch of votes in 20 years and they won't even get all of those votes?
Man, you're talking about the people who actually go through the citizenship process, but there's also other people who see that and will also vote for it. Like it's not like you're making it out to be like this is the only way that Democrats can garner votes. It's not.
Hang on a minute. I just need to ask a question.
Yeah.
Who is eligible to vote in federal elections in the US and local elections in most places?
Citizens.
Right. So if those people are not getting citizenship, they're not eligible to vote.
Yeah. Yes, I understand, but they still make a huge base of the Democratic Party. Like those people who are not citizens now, when they do become citizens, will vote for Democrats because Democrats got them the citizenship. They're going to vote for that party. Like look, this is completely unbiased, right? Republicans don't want this because they know that they're going to vote Democrats, and Democrats want this because they know they're going to increase their voter base. Like this is. I'm not sure how you're trying to argue this.
You do realize, just as an FYI, did you realize that up until very recently, the Republicans were the ones who wanted these people here and wanted them to have some sort of citizenship or amnesty, right? You know that George Bush started DACA. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Republicans have wanted these people for the longest time. The only reason that this is happening now is because Trump decided that he needed to run on these people being bad, and that he needed to have a focus on a group of people to target as like an enemy. Like, the Republicans, they want these people here for cheap labor, and have for a very long time. I can show you clips of Reagan and Bush Sr. talking about how they wanted to grant them amnesty and how they should have work visas, legal work visas to come here. And like,
Can I just point something out, Matt?
yeah,
Just so you know, cancel culture, you're muted not because you were talking. I just muted you because if you mute again, mute yourself for a second. Mute yourself, please. When you're unmuted, this is when people are getting the echo. So if you mute yourself when you're not talking, then there won't be an echo. So I muted you so that people in the comments are not complaining that there's an echo going on. So if you just unmute when you want to talk, then it's just going to save everybody's ear holes.
yeah, agreed. So
Thank you, Erica.
But yeah, dude. I mean, so you can't really argue with that. You're trying to make this out to be a Democrat thing, and it's just not true, dude. It's just demonstrably untrue.
Matt, there's certain things that you can't prove like through facts and statistics, but like this is one of those things where it is demonstrably like true. I don't know why you're trying to argue this point. Like this is a losing point, man.
It's literally not, because I can actually provide facts that back up everything that I have just said.
Leave the Cubans out, and then prove that point that you're trying to make with stats, because it's not true.
Leave what? What are you talking about? What are you even talking about, dude?
I'm saying leave the Cubans out because Cubans obviously vote Republican, right? And when you talk about the Spanish population, who they vote for, it's clearly Democrats. Like it like there's no doubt about it.
Really?
Yeah. Look, go Google it, man.
Okay. And I don't really understand what you're getting at, because the Hispanic population in the United States isn't the immigrant Hispanic population. That's what I'm talking about. And the immigrant Hispanic population is the one that does vote more conservative. You realize that, right?
Again, just so you know, because I asked you really nicely. No, don't do that. I asked you really nicely to mute up when you weren't talking, and just when you're not talking, please mute, because otherwise it's painful for people.
No, I apologize, but Matt, Spanish people stick together. So Spanish people
Stop
are going to
calling them
vote
Spanish people.
similar.
Spanish people are people from Spain. Okay? The most recent poll, and this is just for Latinos, not even for people who are immigrants to this country, okay? The most recent poll, just so you know, is about a 60-40 split.
60-40 for what?
For Democrats to Republicans. And that's just for Latinos, and it's not even the immigrant population. That is not some crazy, overwhelming majority.
That's skewed by Cuban voters who are overwhelmingly.
Are you saying that
Republican.
Cuban voters are not immigrants from Hispanic countries? What? I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, so now what you want to do is you want to exclude them because they don't fit your narrative? Is that what it is, bud?
No, but what I'm saying, they are clearly biased voters because they had the whole thing going on.
Oh,
where
okay,
they
got
came
it.
to the U.S.
Yeah,
and then now they are totally against Democrats. Like, dude, that voter base does not count when
How
when
many
we're
immigrants
talking
are we
about.
getting from Cuba every year?
I don't fucking know, 100, 200, probably. I have no idea.
It is
dude.
such a negligible number that what you're talking about is absolutely
Yeah,
fucking
but
absurd.
they
dude.
are in a state. They are in Florida, which is a
And-
huge state.
Dude, what is the point that you're trying to make? Because I am clearly demonstrating to you that the idea that the Democratic Party would be trying to get these people as citizens just to get their votes would be absolutely fucking absurd.
Matt, I think you're being dishonest.
I'm literally not. I've asked you to disprove this. I'm showing you, I can show you data from Pew Research Center that backs up the statistic that I just said. Also, on average, somebody like that coming to this country, it's going to take them 15 to 20 years to become a citizen. That's assuming...
Yes, but they have
no,
family
listen to
members
me.
who
Listen
are
to me.
citizens.
That's assuming they have the money and the connections to do so. And 4 out of 10 of them are not going to vote for the Democrats.
Matt, those people who come also have family members who are citizens, right?
That doesn't matter. We're talking about the people that are coming here. That's the whole point of the conversation. Holy shit, dude.
Yes, but dude, the point I'm trying to make is that those people have family members here. They all vote for Democrats, obviously. And when
Except
they
don't, because what's the number that I just told you?
You dropped 60-40.
If it's a family of 10 people, how many of them vote Republican and how many of them vote Democrat?
Matt,
on
Matt,
average, right. So if it's a family of 10 people, on average, 6 of them vote Democrat and 4 of them vote Republican. So when you say shit like that, you're just making shit up.
Matt, when
you're just making shit up based on your feelings, and I am going off of a report from Pew Research Center that literally tells us what the split is in the Hispanic community on their political beliefs. You are making shit up based off your feelings. Stop doing that. If you feel differently, that's fine, but I don't fucking care. If you have data to show me your data.
Matt, I'll use your data. You said 60-40. 60-40 counts when it's close elections, man. So the point being is that Republicans don't want immigration, right? Because of that 60-40 split that you're talking about, right? It leans more towards Democrats, right? Is that fair to say?
Hang on a second, though. What your basic... Thank you. Your basic premise of this new part that you've come on to, now you've found out that actually a significant portion of migrants do, in fact, once they become citizens, vote Republican. You've now pivoted on to when particular policies exist which benefit a certain demographic, community, profession, whatever, when that group is benefited by a policy, then they're gonna convince their family to vote for them. I wonder why you're making this argument, because if that's true, if when people are benefited by policy, or the converse, is that the right word? The opposite. Or the opposite, when they're directly affected negatively by policy, they're gonna convince their family to not vote for somebody. Hang on a minute, I'm not finished. Thank you. I don't know why you're not making the argument right now that Donald Trump shouldn't be doing what he's doing to farmers. Because surely those farmers, having been negatively affected by Donald Trump's policy, are going to go out and convince all their all their families not to vote for him because he's negatively affecting them. Like, you can make this argument for literally any policy, because actually the number of people in the country doesn't make a difference. The percentage of the people who are in the country voting for each party, that's what makes the difference.
Erica, maybe I got away from my point and I sidetracked because the overall point that I was trying to make was that what Matt strongly disagrees, but like immigrants vote a certain way, and that's why it's an issue. I hear what you're saying about the farmers. I hear what you're saying.
No, but that premise was wrong, because your contention was that apart from Cubans, all immigrants vote the same way. Now, even if we took out Cubans from the equation, there would still have to be a percentage of Latino people who are not Cuban who are voting for Donald Trump. Because Cubans do not make up 40% of the Latino community in the United States.
No, they don't. But you also have to take into consideration the voting population, which is lower than it's a lower percentage, right?
Why do I have to take that into account? Because there will be
It's reality.
Because there will be equally Democrat-leaning people who don't vote, unless you're saying that Republicans specifically are lazy and don't go out and vote. In which case, I would argue against that. Certainly, in the last election.
In the last election, just so we're all clear, this is a fact. Donald Trump got 42% of the Hispanic vote. Kamala Harris received 56%. It jives exactly with what the Pew Research Center was saying. In fact, even a little more conservative leaning. So unless you have facts, studies, numbers that can prove your point, you are just basing this on your feelings.
Look, Trump admin, right? He's like, I'm doing better off with Trump's admin. Like for instance, JD Vance, right?
No. We're not pivoting away. I'm saying, unless you have numbers that can prove to all of us that there's some major shift in the other direction, you have to concede this point, because you have nothing to back up what you're saying other than just that's what you feel.
You're right. I felt that way. And then, you said the 60-40 thing, which seems to hold true based on the actual voting turnouts. I'll admit, I was a little bit biased. Like, dude, I see my family vote, and right, they just look for a Spanish name and they vote for them, right? And like, that's just how my family votes. Like, that's what they do, right?
They'd vote for Marco Rubio then.
Sorry, what?
They'd vote for Marco Rubio.
Yeah, there's tons of Republicans.
Possibly.
Or in Florida, they'd vote for Anna Paulina Luna.
Or Ted Cruz.
Well, not really. Well, usually Democrats are the Spanish people
Alexandria
running. So, like,
Ocasio-Cortez, she's Democrat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, she
probably
would have gone and voted for her.
What's that? And then
She probably would have gone and voted for her.
What about Mike Ortiz, the Republican? What about Mike Ortiz, the Republican?
Dude, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you how they vote.
So you're literally just saying that if we went by it, then it would just be they would vote for Republicans and Democrats.
Probably in 60-40. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right about that.
Dude, come on. Dude, like we're at the point of absurdity here. This talking point that the Democrats, the talking point that the Democrats want to have undocumented people come into this country, and somewhere down the road get citizenship and then they'll all vote for them is fucking absurd. People have been saying this my entire life, and I'm 42 years old. This has never come true. Never. Ever. This has never happened. This never will happen. They don't vote as a block. It's the most tired talking point. You got to give this one up.
Matt, I have so much respect for you and all your opinions, but like this is just the one that
Dude, it's not an opinion. It's fact. You can't prove me wrong. I have been hearing this my entire life. There are no statistics that would prove you correct. And not only are there no statistics that would prove you correct, most of my life, it's the Republicans that have been the ones that have wanted these people here.
Dude, you're just talking about the Reagan era, right? That's
Reagan and Bush, and then who created DACA?
Yeah, you said Bush, so
Bush, George W. Bush. So now we're into all the way up to 2008. You're going to tell me, you're going to sit there and tell me that it doesn't matter. It's less than 20 years. This has literally been a Republican talking point and something the Republicans wanted for the longest time. And you know why they wanted it? Because they're cheap labor. Because you could skirt on paying their taxes, because they were the ones who wanted it.
By the way, I just looked up some statistics on Latino representation in politics in the United States, and despite being approximately 20% of the population, Latinos make up less than 2% of elected officials in the United States.
And that's the 2% my family votes for.
Yeah, but you're not listening to, again, I'm going to just do this. You're not listening to the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is they might well, depending on where they live in the country, struggle to find a Latino name to vote for, because there aren't that many. And that was if you'd waited, what is it today with people thinking they know the point that I'm going to make and not letting me make the point, which is ostensibly not the one they thought I was going to make? It's crazy.
Let's be honest. The states that don't have Latino politicians running are states that kind of don't really fucking matter, right? You're talking about West Virginia, probably Dakotas, let's be honest. Every actual state that participates or has a huge impact on the country does have Latino politicians in office, or at least running. Maybe not in office, at least running. Right? Erica?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Like major states like New York, California, Texas, they all have Latino politicians running for office. Is that fair to say?
What? I don't understand what your point is here.
Well, the point is that Latino politicians are critical to. Actually, I don't know what my point is either. To be honest, I'm not sure. I went down the Latino route. Look,
I think
I'm getting way besides the point.
I just want to point out what I think the problem here is. Like, the problem here is you're just desperate to respond to whatever's being said. And so you're not even thinking through the point you're trying to make before you make it. You just said you don't know what you were just trying to say. And if you're just trying to argue for argument's sake because you don't, because you, I don't know, because you feel like you're gonna lose the argument if you say, okay, cool, I didn't know that statistic, rather than like, it's just a weird thing to do, arguing for the sake of just fighting back on something.
Honestly, Matt's 60/40 thing just threw me in for a loop. I did not know that percentage, and I kind of lost my track from there. And it makes me rethink why I even came up here. Like, I need to research a little bit more. I did not know that, and that's a pretty big deal. I thought it was honestly, I thought it was like 80/20 or something else. 60/40 is completely different. And once he said that, I lost track. So, yeah.
I mean, just look at the numbers from this election. The
And
numbers
it,
from this election will tell you.
I would also say, isn't it a good thing that you're like, I like being challenged. Like, I like it when somebody brings up or teaches me something that I didn't know. I appreciate it when people do that, because if I only have half of the story, my thinking is on a particular thing is not going to be fully developed. And it's good that you shouldn't feel like any bad kind of way that it makes you reassess where you sit on something. It's a good thing that there's more information. You have more information now.
Eric, I just watched Matt kind of eviscerate the last guess, right? So obviously I'm a little bit defensive, right? But like I understand what he said is true. He gave multiple like, you know, evidence of the 60/40 shit, which is like so yeah, I'm a little bit defensive because I saw what he did to last guess, all right? So
And hopefully you saw what he did to the last guest. I think you'll find I was here as well, and we collectively eviscerated him. It wasn't just Matt. Don't pretend you're just scared of Matt. You're also scared of me.
yes, but you were much nicer than Matt was.
Oh,
So
no, listen. Just because Matt is bad cop most of the time, that does not mean I'm not capable of being bad cop. I challenge you to be in my period 5 Friday lesson and say I'm not the bad cop, okay?
look, I digress. I understand that I was wrong here. I'm gonna look up more about this shit before I come up and talk again. All right. Thank you for teaching me the shit. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.
All right. Bye, Doug.
Do you think people think that just because I speak like this, I'm being polite? Like,
It's the British American, it's that effect. It's that thing.
well, it used to be that me having the accent that I have was automatically condescending. Now that it's gone full circle. Now now it's just polite, apparently. If you think I was being polite to the previous guest, you weren't listening.
It's true. I mean, I caught it, but then again, I know you, so
Yeah. And the person who says it can be condescending, it might sound condescending. Like, what I find to be incredible is that when I am being deliberately condescending to somebody, to an American specifically, a Brit would pick this up. But when I'm being deliberately condescending to an American, they never call me condescending. When I'm not being condescending, I'm not trying to be condescending, it's just the way I speak. I get called condescending all the time. So what that tells me is that the way that Americans are condescending and the way that Brits are condescending is different, and you are mistaking me being, genuine for me being condescending.
Exactly. You guys need to hang out with more British people if you can. It's fun. It's fun.
Matt made me call someone a twat on somebody else's live earlier, just so that everybody knows.
I mean, she deserved it. Guys, if you ever Donald Trump, hop in the box. Allie, sure, come on up. Guys, just a couple of quick things. We are on the backup account. We got a short little multi-guest banana because a guest was being dumb last night. And so because of that, we will be up here on the backup tonight, tomorrow, and I guess Thursday. I guess it's a 3-day thing. So anyways, we'll be here. But if you're new to us, this is the backup. Click through. Follow the main account. Make sure you're following our friend Erica over here. She's private, but she'll accept you at some point after the live. Make sure you're following over on the tube. Head on over to Politics with Matt. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're doing great. We're definitely starting to catch the algo over there. I can tell from the anti-Semitic comments that we're getting. I see you guys over there. That's great. And so good times. So head on over to the tube. Drop a like, subscribe, do some comments, do some watching. It's good times. It's good times over there. So appreciate that. Lastly, appreciate you guys helping out with the live goal. We have links in the bios. Links in the bios. If you'd like to support, I do appreciate all of the support you guys offer on the Vimo and the Cash App. It does help keep things going for 5 nights a week. And our friend Erica over here, since she's international, she's got a PP. And she would very much like it if you would reach out and just her PP, just right there. And so she wants to just...
I haven't consented.
I mean, I feel like you should tell people, Erica, that you do consent, because don't you want people to click on...
I consent to you all giving my PP a poke.
There you go. Poke Erica's PP. Our friend Allie, you said you wanted to come up real quick. What's happening, Allie? What's going on?
Hi, I hope you guys are all right.
Yeah, what's up?
First off, I'm Allie. I originally lived in Illinois, moved to Florida. I'm 29. I actually had a discussion with one of my parents about how the e-files were sealed during the whole trials. And she kept saying, they could have done it under the Biden administration, And she's pretty conservative. Finally got her to say, okay. And mean that.
Really?
Yep. And she also did admit that Trump is in the e-files, but I'm working on being like, hey, why do you support him still?
Well, there you go. Good job. Very nice. Good.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you for
least you can do. So I'm glad. I hope we can help you along with that. So very good. Good job.
Thank you so much. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of slow when it comes to politics. You guys really dumb it. This is gonna sound weird, but you kind of dumb it down a bit.
And
I appreciate
dumb.
You guys.
No, thank.
No.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you guys so much. You can just drop me down. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, Allie. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you, friend. Okay.
You guys too, and Erica, have a good rest of your day.
Oh! I hit the button just a little bit too early. I'm sorry, Allie. I hope you have a good rest of your day too, friend. I apologize. I didn't mean to clip the end of your of what you were saying. When you're wishing Erica a good day, but I mean, I can say that Erica's probably not going to have a really good day. So, I mean, there is that.
True that, Matt. True that.
So, like, kind of like preemptively like there's that.
I nearly said I'm not going. I thought that would be rude if I said, probably not today.
See, I did it for you.
Probably not today.
Exactly. What we got here? Enemy within. Hi. You're not a Trumper. You're a friendly. Looks like. Hello. Okay. I think that was All right. Do we have any other Trump supporters in here? We don't see voted for Donald Trump. Well, I'll tell you guys what. Oh, you dropped your phone? Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. No, that sucks. I hope you got it back. It's okay. I'll tell you what. I'm probably gonna wrap things up a titch early, but before we do, why don't we do some friendly time? So if you guys would like, let's. Thank you guys. Thank you. If you guys would like, why don't we get some friendlies up here? Since I don't think we're gonna get any other Trump supporters. Hang on here. Who we got here? Let's see what we got. Envious Mode. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or a friendly?
Oh no, fuck that guy. Love from New Zealand, man. Love the work.
Oh yeah, I remember you from the other night. Hi. Okay, yeah. We'll do some brief friendly times. If you guys want to talk for a couple of minutes, hop in the box, say hi before we wrap things up for night. How are you, friend? Did you have something you wanted to say?
No, I just love your work. Honestly, like I've just been over at Santana's Live,
great.
and it's pretty cool listening to you guys. I mean, sucks that you guys have got a shitty president, but we love you.
Well, thank you, and don't forget, we also love you too, and don't forget that one day he'll be gone and everything will be okay again, and we'll all be like friends. So don't
yes,
worry, okay?
Absolutely. I won't be leaving. You've got a supporter for life now.
Oh, well, thank you, friend. We appreciate you very much, and I really appreciate when people are listening from other places and enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. So thank you very much for being out there, okay?
No, definitely. You have a good night or day or night. I'm not sure. It's nighttime here.
It's nighttime here too. All right, happy night to
Bye.
you too. All right, bye, friend.
See ya.
All right, bye.
You wait until he turns up in the e-files and then tell us that you're going to support him forever.
Listen, you need to stop that shit, okay? People are gonna clip this, and I'm gonna have a fucking problem on my hands. So get the fuck out of here with that. Also, if we can get this thing up to 200,000 likes, I have a dog that could appear on camera. Okay, so there you go.
One of the things I have to say, I'm very grateful that I met Matt, because Matt has more of a British sense of humor than I think any other American that I've ever met. Although sometimes we do still like misinterpret each other a little bit, but. Matt has been incredibly supportive through all the stuff that I've been through lately. So grateful.
Oh, that's very kind. That's the best. That's one of the best compliments I've gotten in a long time. That I have a good, solid British sense of humor. That's very nice. Also, Erica showing real emotion is total bullshit. She's not really British. So that's.
I am British. I had my emotions taken out at birth. That's what happened.
That's what I'm saying. So showing any real emotion is bullshit.
I'm malfunctioning, Matthew. You should be concerned.
Okay, I know, right? I am. Hi, you're a friendly. You're a friend. How are you?
Yes. I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. What's happening?
Oh, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you too with everything that you bring out with the information that you do, and I watch your live every night, and I'm always very appreciative of you and Erica and Nemo, and I'm always looking forward to that. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, it means a lot, and obviously, you know, you and everybody else who comes in and watches, there wouldn't be really anything without all of you fine folks, you know, to be here to watch. So
Yeah.
it means a lot. I mean, it's funny because I've you know, looking at the viewer numbers, and you know, we're on the backup account, and we didn't have a lot of MAGA tonight. And I'm just sitting here. I'm like, oh, we like didn't even like really break 700 people tonight, you know. And we've on the main account, you know, we've been doing these nights where we've been averaging 1,000 people, and we've been in the 1,200 person range or 1,300 person range. Erica and I have done it in the Friday afternoon time, and I feel like I've gotten a little spoiled because our friend Cancel Culture, our friend Doug over there said, he's like, I remember when he's like, I was coming to debate with you and there was 100 people. And I'm like, yeah, that was just about a year ago when I started. And that was the case. And I feel very honored that you folks spend time with me, and that I'm lucky enough to be in a position to where I could look up at a number and be like, oh, there wasn't 700 people in here. Not even 700 people in here tonight. Like, I'm like, oh, that's ridiculous. That just goes to show how thankful I am for the amount of support you guys give. So I mean it. It means a lot.
Yeah, I mean, and you definitely deserve it, Matt. I mean, you have given a lot of us a lot of thought to, you know, digest, and a lot of us to sit down and take the information that you give us, and I really, really, really appreciate that. And I've taken a lot of that what you said throughout time, and that has changed a lot of my beliefs, and I very much appreciate you for that.
Oh, well, that always makes me really happy to hear too. I think that there's a lot of folks who are out there just listening who need to hear certain things that we don't often hear from. And so I'm really glad to hear from you that that was the case. So thank you very much for saying that. That does mean a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to people like Erica or to Nemo. Like I've had conversations with all of them about this. That those are the folks that it means a lot for us to reach, because there's a lot of people that we know we're never going to reach. You know, so thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah, friend.
Well, I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope you guys get a MAGA eventually, but I'll be watching from the comments.
All right. Thank you very much, friend. Really, really appreciate you. All right. Hope you have a good rest of your evening, okay?
Yeah, you too.
All
Yeah,
right,
good night.
care, no, W's in the chat.
I was just, W's, sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you. W's in the chat, but also the people that actually a lot of the time get the most from lives like this, they're not the people who are firmly on either side. They're the people who are somewhere in the middle, and want to know what's going on. Those are the people that often get the most.
Absolutely, 100%, for sure. By the way, thank you to Allie. It says, I didn't forget the 5 on the Kashap. Thank you, Allie. Thank you for that very much. And Angie. Hey, Angie, how are you doing? What's up, friend?
Hi, I'm pretty good. Thanks for bringing me up. I just have a couple comments. I listen to debate lives probably too often, and I just have to tell you that ending my night on your live, all the other ones can be make you feel so hopeless. The MAGA people come in, they all say the same thing every single time. They all have the same dumb arguments, but at least on yours, I end up laughing every single time. Your trio up here is the best. It is so much fun. So thank you for that.
That's good. I'm glad I can make
I
you
also
laugh.
wanted to ask, I noticed, at least in the last week, it seems like every single night, like halfway through listening, it'll sound like you guys sucked helium. Does it do that to a bunch of people?
Yes, we've realized that that's a TikTok bug, and so
funny.
The way to fix that is to swipe out and swipe back in. That seems to be the only way to fix it, but we've realized that it's a bug. with TikTok because
Okay.
it doesn't have anything. Because the problem is, I originally started thinking that it was something to do with my setup, but then some people were like, "I don't hear it," and some people were like, "Oh, I have hear it," and then they were hearing it at different times, and then people were swiping out and swiping back in. They're like, "Oh, now it's gone." So it seems to be that if you simply swipe out and back into the live, which I know is a pain in the ass, that seems
Oh,
to
that's
fix
fine.
it. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, thanks for doing what you do. It's a ton of fun. It can be frustrating, I'm sure, but we all love it. So
well, that really means a lot, Angie. Thank you. And if I can add even just a little bit of laughter in there, that's good. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your night, friend. I'm glad you're out
Hey,
there
you too.
listening.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can I just say thank you to Neely for poking my pee-pee?
Oh.
And sending £6.03 and saying, if Donald Trump hadn't tanked the dollar, it would have been more. What a lovely message. Thank you, Neely.
Accurate. Neely's awesome. Kat, hi. How are you, friend?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, doing all right. What's on your mind?
So I want to release the popcorn files eventually, and I need a point of view of how you and Erica both felt because Erica was there when you actually went on someone else's live because he had went over and was talking smack, and you
I'll,
both took him down
I'll
again.
tell you how I feel about it. I'm
Someone
pissed
please
off.
record.
I'm pissed off that Popcorns keep saying Matt and Nemo doesn't even mention me ever.
I know. I know. I yell in the comments for you.
It's the erasure of women. That's what it is.
It's that Popcorn doesn't feel that you're worthy to bug the fuck out of, I guess. That's what. God damn.
Oh no, I've thrown him out of Doug's live twice this week.
Oh,
Already.
it's the misogyny. I mean, Erica, chef's kiss. I mean, it's so unfortunate, but you do bring out the misogynist in men, and like you are fighting that patriarchy so much. Matt, I love watching you, but Erica, she is the icing on the cake. Like,
100%.
I
you
just want to
cannot lose
say,
her.
100%.
I'm an expert at tracking down misogynists, xenophobes, you name it. I think part of it is they don't comprehend that someone who is not living in the United States knows even a tad more than they do about something. And actually it should be embarrassing for them. It shouldn't be a W for me. It should just be embarrassing for them that they don't know it.
Agreed. And I think that's part of people's problem is they've lived in the same place. They know the same people. They don't venture out. And I work in media. So, I mean, globally, like I talk to people globally, and it's what you had just said a few minutes ago. Like, I'm in the center. I can't define myself. And I think that's because when you expand your horizon beyond the bubble you live in, left and right are terms that box us and just make us all hate each other. But there is such thing as facts and statistics, regardless of what the last non-friendly came up and said. I mean, he did say that he was wrong, but yeah, you have to expand and you have to make friends with people across the world. And it's shocking how much people see what's going on in America that even Americans don't see.
I think it's really important to point out, like, the being able to kind of travel outside your own country, for example, that's a privilege that not everybody has. However, we do all have access to this thing called the internet. And anybody who is able to use TikTok clearly has access to the internet. So if you are not exposing yourself to other cultures, I didn't just say if you're not exposing yourself, Matt, and nobody should literally you know what I mean, stop smiling. But if you are not taking the time to go out and find out about things that are beyond your daily life, you're not using the internet correctly.
I completely agree.
Totally. Well, Kat, there's a couple other folks I want to talk to, but I want to tell you, number one, 100% in agreement on the Popcorn Files. Can't wait to see your document, your Ken Burns style documentary one day. Okay, I cannot wait. And number two, never have to apologize for complimenting Erica. Feel free, go right ahead. Doesn't hurt my feelings at all, because my my manhood and my masculinity isn't dependent on women feeling small around me. So go right ahead, anytime. All right.
Can I just say
He
though?
says with a puppy in his
Yeah.
arms. Yeah.
Off the back of that, however, I am British, so compliments do make me die inside. So just be aware of that. If you ever compliment a British person, they feel intensely uncomfortable.
I know. I have multiple British friends.
Yeah,
It's
so
quite
you know.
funny.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Kat, so much.
Thanks,
we
you
appreciate it.
guys.
It's good to talk to you. Okay.
You guys too.
Have a
Bye.
good one. Bye. W's Kat. Thank you, Kat. That was awesome. All right. Just working our way down here.
Thank you, Kat, by the way. Thank you for the. I'm trying to learn to gracefully accept compliments.
Yeah. She's trying. Red, hey, how's it going?
It's going well. A few things. One, when I first joined your live, or when I first saw you, I really used to confuse you and Doug apart, especially because Erica would join both TikToks, and I thought this guy is brilliant. He knows everything about everything. Turns out you guys have your own specialties, and I'm like, oh, they're both really cool guys. Number two, Nemo's awesome. I got my degree in history, but he can talk circles around me. That's awesome. And three, I've had the privilege to go to the Middle East. I've gone to Spain. I've gone to France. I've gone to London, and I can tell you, meeting people who are MAGA are so enclosed that they don't know how beautiful these other countries are and their perspectives.
Yeah.
And not to say, I mean, not to say anything bad about England, London, or the UK, but I found it was exciting, but it felt like America, like cousin America. Like, oh, I've seen this before. It's just slightly different, but I still enjoyed my time there.
Yeah.
Erica, you're also awesome.
It's a whole different experience going to a country where you can't even identify what the letters are. That's like a whole different experience, isn't it?
Right? Like going to have you been to Japan or an Asian country?
Actually, I've been to Yemen.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, like reading Arabic or Cyrillic characters, or any like that's a whole other thing. Like working your way through a place that operates off of a Romance language is like, okay, fine. But try being somewhere like areas like you can't even like suss out anything because you can't read the characters of the language. Like that's a thing.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Keep up the good work, and I'll keep watching.
Thanks, Fred. We appreciate it. I hope you have a good one, man.
Mm-hmm.
Take care. Okay. Fun. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Silver Demon, hey, how's it going? Silver Demon, hello? You there? Hello? Couldn't hear your friend. You're welcome to re-request if you were trying to come up. Fish Bastion, hey, how
Hello.
are you? How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are y'all?
Doing all right. What's up?
I just wanted to bring it back a little bit on the convo about your rights within the United States, too. When you get pulled over by an officer or law enforcement, they have to have RAS. So that's a reasonable, articulable suspicion. And if anybody needs to know more about, your rights as well, you can look at Pennsylvania v. Mims, I believe it was, where if the officer asks you to step out of the car, you are required to do so. But that doesn't mean that they have like free reign to search the vehicle, because that's part of your property. So close the door when you get out of the car.
Yep.
Lock it if possible.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Or if you have a trunk, you can keep the trunk locked. Different things like that.
Yeah, trunk and glove box are considered secure locations. Make sure that those are locked. If you are carrying something, they can't search unless they have the suspicion.
Exactly, 100%. No, those are all really good points. I wish that more people would learn their constitutional rights, their Miranda rights, the things that they know, what they can do, what they can say, et cetera, et cetera. It would be really good if more people did. So, but that's excellent point. Excellent point.
And just don't talk to the police. Just shut up.
Yep.
It's really simple.
Yeah, it's really good advice, actually.
I'd like to ask a question, Fish Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
You have a low voice. Why haven't you felt the need to tell us exactly how masculine you are yet?
I am so unbelievably masculine with my cut-off workout shirts. No, I'm just
Brilliant.
kidding.
I just needed that reassurance. Thank you.
No problem. Give you a little laugh before you leave off
Amazing.
live.
That's awesome. Fish Bastion, you're great. The excellent advice. We appreciate you a lot, man. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Okay, bud.
I appreciate the shows. Thank you.
Thanks, bud. Take care.
Someone just asked, can we see Buzz on camera? At the moment, because of the home situation, Buzz is keeping my mum company. So he will be here at the weekend. So maybe if we're on Friday, maybe Buzz will make a little appearance.
Let's see here. So we are going to wrap things up here. We're going to wrap things up, but we're definitely going to go and we're going to move on. We're going to go move on to someone else's live. I think I know who we're going to move on to. But before we do that, guys, do me a quick favor. Please drop a follow here on this account. This is the backup account. Click through, follow the main account. I would appreciate it. Make sure you're following our friend Erica over here. This is her account. She's private, but she'll accept you after the fact. So it'll look like she didn't accept you, but she will after the live is over. So again, appreciate you guys. It's funny with Fish Bastion with what he said. I talked to my girlfriend about this, and as a lawyer, it's always like, what's the best advice you would give to people? And she's just like, don't talk to the cops. Don't talk to the cops. Even if you think you're completely innocent, don't talk to the cops. Don't talk to the cops. Just don't talk to the cops. And it's really just good advice all the way around. Even if you think you're innocent, like if they wanted to question you about a crime or this and that, like, have an attorney present. Have somebody there who advocates for you.
Can I just say, somebody else has poked my pee-pee. Jumar, I don't know whether to say thank you for poking my pee-pee, since your message said you asked your wife before you poked my pee-pee and you want to know why it's so big. None of your business.
But
is the answer to your question.
Could be. But it Could be. Anyways, hey guys, I'm gonna put let's go to Carbon. I haven't been over to Carbon, and I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna drop Carbon's @ right there into the chat. Let's go raid Carbon. Tell him that we sent you. So head on over there and give him the raid, and let's go listen to Carbon do some fun shit. I bet he's got a great topic up, and it's gonna be lots of fun. Back tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern. I am hopeful that I've got our YouTube issues finally resolved, so that I'm not going to be late starting the stream up. So, anyways, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, by the way, to our mods here, to our mods over on YouTube, our new mods on YouTube. Thank you very much, you guys. I really appreciate you for stepping up as we gain more traction over there. And we will talk at you guys